Wow. Hey everybody, hi. Yes, I'm using my model today instead of my face. Cause I am quite haggard today. Yeah. Stuff going on and me being tired. So, yeah. But we're here to play the next part of the Archon quest. So, Fatui, may today be the day I join the Fatui. I live to join the Fatui. I hope it's today. Cause I'm ready. I'm ready to be a Fatus. So I'm just reposting the link to the live.
When the sun's out, bathe in sunlight.
But when the moon's out, bathe in moonlight.
Huh?
Wow! Perfect!
Toodaloo.
Okay. Yay, there's my Paimon. So this is the team that I was using for dailies yesterday. Because yesterday I logged in to just do dailies and then I dipped out. Yeah, so I was fighting this boss. What articles of daily are remaining? Not you.
Silly.
Yeah, it's still bosses. I still need to fight some bosses. So let's see. Same guy? I think so. No, we'll do that after the Archon quest.
Billy, Hilly, Churl.
Let's see what's here. Okay, web event ending soon and all that jelly. Yeah. So let's go straight into the Archon quest. That's our priority. That's what we're here for. That's what we're gonna do. I have my cup of tea. You just can't see it. Hey, Paimon.
You're back!
I never
Paimon's been
left.
working on the craft. Oh, shoot! Paimon forgot the next.
And here I thought, like... Oh yeah, I may as well walk there. Let's go to the theater. I'm really starting to think that's not Odette. As much as they look like Odette. It's like the odds are no longer in my favor of that being Odette. What did my team look like? I know I had Mitya.
Yeah, I'll do my best, but
Wisely.
I can't guarantee a victory.
Dora.
Increasing our
Is it
combat
Durin?
strength? I'll do my best.
Was it Durin? I feel like Klee is the correct answer.
All geared up.
Let's see. Mitya. Like 1309. Okay. Okay, shielder, DPS sub, DPS sub, DPS slash support. Okay. Do I want to use this? I think this would be good. Let's go. Oh, special domain. Well, looks like we'll be here for a while. And they haven't made it a blizzard. What? They said we get that it's not that cold. In the main story, we're giving you a blizzard. Now, why did I have to start all the way from there? And this the camera. What angle is this?
Ooh, it sure is cold today. I wonder how much heavier the snow's gonna get. Here to see Odette? I just need to see your tickets for the preview.
Here you go.
Perfect. Thank you. I'll hold on to your tickets. Come on in. It's freezing outside.
Oof. Let's go watch her performance and see. Oh, God, we just made her so suspicious. Maybe go ahead. There's no
I think I'll
suspicion
leave the
on her,
lilac
and we just
question until
threw
after
it
the
in.
show's over. Then I'll go find Odette.
Is Mr. Mitya here? There he is.
Child
Mitya
said he was
and
originally
his-
going to come with Tonya. So I'm guessing Tonya's already here somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anyone here who looks like a Tonya? Let's see.
Mitya
It's a
and his
small
guard are here.
audience. Makes sense for a preview.
Mm-hmm.
But wait, I do see some familiar faces.
Valerie and Mitya.
Mr. Chuganov's back again by the
Oh,
looks
him
of
I
it.
didn't recognize.
Oh, and is that Mitya?
Oh, he's an
And
Electro.
that Fatui officer, Valeri. Guess he must be playing cat and mouse with Mitya again. Oh no, it looks like the show's starting, and I still haven't found Tonya. Never mind. I'll just have to take a seat for now and see if I can catch her afterwards.
Where is Tonya? Where's my baby sister-in-law? And now we enter the unskippable cutscene. I wonder if Mitya has a Stella linchpin or a vision. I don't think there's anything that mentions it to us so far. Would you look at that? I asked and we're given Stella linchpin. Electro. There's so much Electro in Snezhnaya. Is the lights going off part of her performance? It looked like it was. Or maybe the blizzard disrupted it? And it just got freezing cold. Excuse me.
Hello, members of the audience. I'm a staff member here at the theater.
Give your
Today's
name.
performance was a very special one for us, as it marks the first attempt in a long time to revive the classic Snezhnayan ballet, Spirit Seeker. To commemorate this occasion, we would love to take a group photo of the cast, crew, and audience members present today. Could I kindly ask the audience to please come up onto the stage?
That's odd. Is that Tonya?
All right, everyone, huddle in a little more. Now, look at the camera. 1, 2, 3.
Is that Tonya at the bottom? Like, this is Tonya. She looks so different. Like, looking at everybody else who's here, she's the most likely to be Tonya because she looks the most similar to Tartaglia. But also thinking of how Child talks about her, she does not look baby sister.
Are you quite satisfied, Mr. Energy Scientist? I rather hope you don't have any other escape plans to add to my workload today.
What are you talking about, Sarge? This was simply my way of inviting you to watch Miss Odette's new show with me. And wasn't the performance spectacular?
Oh, wow.
In the future, I heartily encourage you to take a leaf out of my book. Find some soul-nourishing pastimes to enrich your time outside of work.
It was indeed a fine performance, but I must correct you on one point. This is not time outside of work. These are working hours.
Working hours and non-working hours are just a social construct.
Oh my
Human
gosh,
technology
can
can never
that?
advance if we're too rigid in our thinking, Sarge.
Can I tell my boss that
May we
too?
leave now?
Already? I mean, I was kinda hoping to soak up the atmosphere for a little longer, but... No? Okay, guess I'm pushing my luck. Didn't seem like too much to ask, but fair enough. Off we go then, Sarge. Back to the land of working hours. Lead the way.
Yep, time to go to work, Mitya. Are you Tonya?
That has to be her. She's the only person in the audience around Tonya's age.
Really?
Excuse me? Are you Tonya? Huh? Your brother's busy today, so I took his ticket. Don't worry about him. He's fine.
Oh, okay. Sorry for the trouble.
What's wrong?
Are you?
Are you sick?
No, I'm fine. It's nothing.
Maybe she caught a cold on the way here because of the weather?
Everybody's catching a cold, damn.
I haven't seen snow like this in a long, long time. It's most unusual.
We're all
I know.
trapped in the
It's
theater.
completely white out there. You can barely see a thing. I've never seen such heavy snow in my life.
Let's wait it out for now. You'd be lucky not to freeze to death in this weather, let alone find your way.
Well, look at that. Maybe we shouldn't be in such a rush to get back after all. What do you think?
One
Let's
person who's
wait
happy
and
about
see.
this.
Why do you need to take it so seriously? Fate has given us this wonderful chance to take a break. We owe it to ourselves to make the most of it.
Come to think of it, there's a small inn not far from here that always keeps plenty of extra blankets on hand for guests. I know the route well. Shall I head over and borrow a few blankets? That way, anyone in a hurry can wrap up warm for the journey back. Just remember to return them next time you're over this way.
Sir, there's really no need to go to all that trouble.
Hey, it's no trouble at all. Wait here.
Shouldn't the
I'll be right
person
back.
rushing to get blankets be the soldier?
What a kind gentleman.
Wow.
Very good. My wife and daughter are waiting for me at home, so I shall be heading back as soon as I get my blanket.
So... Are you expecting us to go back to the Armory Palace wrapped in blankets too?
Yes.
Don't worry about that. I made arrangements in advance. Should I not return to the Armory Palace within 3.5 hours after Operation Showtime begins, an armed squad will be sent to collect us. They will escort us back. You are one of our key military personnel, so any weather-related risks must be eliminated.
Operation Showtime? So, wait. Every single time you drag me back to work when I sneak out, it's a whole official operation? I gotta say,
Yes.
you've really turned this into quite a moral dilemma for me.
It's snowing pretty hard out there. I think you should stay here for now. You seem a little under the weather.
Sure. My brother might come pick me up in a bit anyway.
He's not coming. He sent us.
Time to get to work. I should head backstage and find Odette. I need to look her in the eye and ask her about Lelek.
Excuse me, are you looking for someone?
Odette. Will she actually talk to him? Sure.
A fan, I'm guessing? Today is just a dress rehearsal, so Miss Odette won't be meeting with fans. She's taking a well-earned rest right now.
Oh, should have told
Sorry,
her
but that area is currently off limits to everyone except the cast and crew.
Huh. Bad timing, I guess. Well, I might as well stick around. I doubt Odette will be leaving before the snow lets up in any case.
True. We will all be here for a while. Oh, wow. Is this really
What
it?
happened
this
to the
mission is
gentleman
us
who went to
staring-
fetch the blankets? How has he still not returned?
It's a
I was thinking the
freezing
same thing.
blizzard.
It's still snowing very hard.
He got caught.
Do you think something might have happened to him?
Most
Whatever
likely.
the reason for his delay, I must say I hate nothing more than people who make empty promises and fail to deliver.
He could be dead
Well,
in
I
a snowstorm.
have to treat my employees like that on occasion, but that's different.
He could be caught in a snowstorm and dead. Why have your
You
reinforcements not
seem
come?
anxious, Mr. Valeri.
They should have been here by now.
It's been nearly 4 hours since I left the armory. The army should have arrived to extract us by now. They know how much I despise tardiness and disrupted plans. There's simply no reason that they shouldn't have shown up by now, barring exceptional circumstances.
Yeah, so something
Surely
is
a snowstorm
definitely
like
going
this
on.
one counts as such.
Few things in this world can stop the Snezhnayan army, Mr. Mitya. And a snowstorm is certainly not one of them.
Why don't you go out and take a look? They might be right outside, waiting for your orders before they dare come in.
An absurd hypothesis. I have no intention of leaving your side for even a moment until I have escorted you back to the Armory Palace.
This doesn't look like an ordinary snowstorm to me.
It's
that guy who
definitely
left
not.
earlier. It looked like he just vanished into thin air. Either that, or my eyes were playing tricks on me.
A man-eating snowstorm? Come on. Night hasn't even fallen yet. Spare us the ghost stories.
He hasn't said man-eating. But, yeah.
Traveler, didn't know you were coming today. How come you didn't say anything? What is it? Something the matter? Tell me, I can help. Whoa, that's quite a snowstorm out there. I've been working backstage this whole time, so I didn't even notice. No wonder the audience hasn't left yet.
Yeah.
Huh. Is weather like this rare even in Snezhnaya?
Yeah, snow like this. I'm sure I've seen it out in the wild before, but never in the city. Actually, I take that
Could
back.
it be the monster?
I don't think I've seen snow this bad even in the wild. This is something else. It's not normal.
Is it
If
the
even
Tsaritsa
Alosha
using
thinks
her
snow
power
like
to
this
fight
isn't
that
normal,
monster?
Could it have anything to do with that monster people have been talking about?
That's what I'm
We
thinking.
can't stay cooped up here forever. Someone needs to go out and take a look. No need. I have plenty of experience with snowstorms. Besides, I work here while you're an audience member. I should be the one to do it.
But I'm the main character. I want to go.
Everyone by the door. Careful not to let the snow soak into your shoes. In a snowstorm, you gotta look after your toes above all else.
Heading out, my man? Be careful. I've been told the snowstorm eats people alive.
Come on. You
Thanks
should
for
be
the
the
advice.
first to die.
I am planning to be careful. I just want to take a quick look at the situation out there.
He came back.
He's back! He's back! How was it? What's going on out there?
Did you see any soldiers patrolling the area?
Something about this storm isn't right. There's no one out there. I didn't see a single soul. And something in the air gives me the creeps.
The ghost.
This isn't your average snowstorm. I suspect it
That
might be
ghost?
related to recent events in our nation. I strongly advise everyone to stay here until the snow dies down.
Are you serious? So all of us are trapped here now? That sounds a little far-fetched to me.
You're free to go out.
You want to go outside and see? I, for one, am not risking my neck in that weather.
He can go.
This just turned from a minor delay into a major hassle.
We can only hope that our friend who went to fetch the blankets just ditched us and went home.
Is it really that bad? But my daughter, I won't be able to read her a bedtime story tonight.
Huh? What are you all still doing here? Whoa! It's snowing hard. Yeah. So now we're stuck here? Oh, this is terrible. Luckily, it was just a dress rehearsal today, so there aren't too many people here. On the bright side, the theater's always well stocked with supplies. If the snow still doesn't let up as we get into the evening, you can spend the night here, everyone. At least, I assume that's alright? Odette?
Fine by me.
I don't think we have an option.
Seems like a sensible backup plan under the circumstances. My thanks to the theater for being so accommodating.
What are you staring outside and praying for, my man? You anxious to get home too?
Yes, he's made that very clear.
Oh, Your Majesty the Tsaritsa, I beg you, please do not let tonight's snowstorm stop. This is a golden opportunity to spend the night under the same roof as the 2 top stars in all of Snezhnaya. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
What?
I think I've changed my mind.
Sir, if you so much as look at us funny, you'll be seeing stars in a whole other way. Behave yourself, or you'll be begging for that blizzard.
It's getting colder. We need to keep the indoor temperature up.
I say
Close
cast
the door
him out.
and lock it tight. Let's head somewhere warmer.
Wraith's Nocturne. A picture. Alyosha, a hunter from Alater and a member of the Rokot. He often takes part-time jobs at the Korolevsky Theater to make ends meet. He may as well have been the first friend you made after arriving in Snezhnaya. He is. Not even Bells. He is. He is. He's my friend. He's my friend. Who's the other guy? Kulish. A staff member of the Korolevsky Theater. Exceptionally diligent and reliable. He rarely makes mistakes. Regular theater goers know him well, as he has long been responsible for checking tickets at the entrance. He also seems to be a fan of Odette. No audio. Shuganov, owner of the Iskra manufacturing plant and member of the Snezhnograd Veche. He carefully maintains the image of a devoted family man and deeply loves his wife and daughter. The factory he operates is known for excessive energy waste. Tonya, the younger sister of Tartaglia. He talks about her so often that He talks about her so often that this is the first time you've actually met her in person. Should that be but? He talks about her so often, but this is the first time you've actually met her in person. Though in poor health and prone to coughing, she is excited about spending the night away from home. Right, that's me! The fourth descender, a traveler from beyond the stars. Odette, the principal ballerina of the Korolevsky troupe, a member of the Fatui and candidate to become the next Harbinger, the Fair Lady. She is additionally suspected of having another identity, Lelek, who operates from the shadows. Valeri, head of the Special Assignments Battalion, Armory Palace Royal Grenadier Guards, 1st Regiment. As a soldier, he places great importance on planning and timing. He is currently assigned to protect Mitya, an important figure in the military. Vodyanitsa, the prima madonna of the Korolevsky troupe, a mysterious Rusalka whose extraordinary singing has captivated countless audiences. A member of the Rokot, she cares deeply about the welfare of the ordinary people. Mitya, an expert with the Energy Commission and a prominent figure in the military. He has an exceptional command of all manner of energy-related technologies. Though he can be rather talkative at times, his scarf more than makes up for it. No idea. Rampana, a staff member at the Korolevsky Theater. Drawn there by dreams of a celebrity lifestyle, she now handles duties such as announcing performances and hosting events. She can occasionally get a little too fixated on things. That's everybody. They're so cute. Playable characters in the center, and then Alyosha with his bestie, with his friend. Will Tonya be playable? Why is Tonya kneeling? Playable Tonya would be nice. Playable Tonya would be interesting. I would like to put her on a team with Tartaglia. It would be even better if they have an interaction as well as being playable. I mean, what? Oh, so everyone is in the dressing rooms area. Wait, so why did I have to start from the door? Check on the group photo in the inventory for details on everyone.
And then there's the
I've already done
aristocrats. Easiest of all to deal with. You don't need to use any force whatsoever. All you have to do is show them the rope you plan to tie them up with. Do you know why?
I don't. Do tell.
Because nothing horrifies them more than the thought of a cheap, coarse rope leaving creases on their precious million more coat.
Wow.
They'll do whatever you ask to avoid that fate.
Unexpected, but funny nonetheless.
Well, look at that. I got myself a new listener. Hey there. Let me introduce myself. The name's Shram, and I'm a mercenary. The kind that gets paid to do odd jobs for rich folks.
And I am Chuganov, an entrepreneur. If my name is unfamiliar to you.
Are you really that famous, Mr. Chuganov? How come I've never heard your name before?
Excuse me? Is that a joke? Or are you being serious?
Well, you're not a prima donna.
I'll have to ask my rope later. He's probably tied up more entrepreneurs than I've ever heard of.
Was that not a threat? Oh, there's more this way, yeah? Tonya! Let's start with this couple.
My husband has major trust issues.
Okay, so you're not a couple.
To him, I doubt even this snowstorm is a good enough excuse for me to stay out all night.
That's the price of marrying into wealth. You'll get used to it. I'm not about to stop you if you want to leave. But don't drag me along. Hello?
How are you feeling, Tonya?
I'm fine. Sorry to worry you. I'm used to it by this point. I take medicine for it. My brother usually helps to get it ready for me.
Oh.
Chad must take great care of his sister. He's never mentioned Tonya's illness, though.
You know, I actually find this whole thing kind of exciting. Stuck in a strange place thanks to a snowstorm. Having to spend the night with a bunch of interesting characters. It's pretty cool, don't you think? Exactly. It's like one of those stories where an ordinary school trip turns into a magical adventure. I've always wanted something like that to happen in real life.
Yeah, so now... Oh, it's so sad seeing Tonya so sick. But they never mentioned Tonya being sick.
Just got a little overexcited.
Look after yourself. Otherwise, your brother will come after me.
Then look after her. No, let's start with the Odette last.
This is highly irregular. A delay of over an hour during an operation like this theoretically warrants a Harbinger-level response. I wonder what the issue is.
Tartaglia is on his way to fight us. His sister has not returned home.
Sarge, the day you learn to let go and just enjoy moments like this is the day you'll finally understand the meaning of life. Why, hello, ma'am. I believe you were the one sitting at a nearby table back at Podvorye restaurant. Any friend of the theater's star performers is a friend of mine. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Mitya from the Energy Commission.
It's my pleasure to meet you, Mitya.
Greetings. Major Valeri, head of the Special Assignments Battalion. Armory
It's my
Palace Royal
pleasure.
Grenadier Guards, 1st Regiment. I am here to ensure Mr. Mitya's personal safety. Please let me know if I can be of any assistance.
Delighted
Miss
to meet you
Traveler,
both.
I cannot help but notice that Miss Odette is stealing glances at me. Any idea what that could be about? I've racked my brains, but I can't think of anything I might have done to offend her. Perhaps she noticed me spacing out during her performance?
So,
Unfortunately.
Mr. Mitya, is your work related to Project Suja?
Yes, that's right. The higher-ups in the Fatui transferred me from the Energy Commission to the Armory Palace because they wanted me... Really? I can't even talk about that? Pretty sure it counts as part of my private life.
No, your entire life is Fatui's. No.
All right.
I'm just
I
trying to
won't
get a
say
job.
anything. Sorry, traveler. As you can see, I'm afraid this pleasant chat will have to end here.
When are you gonna hire me as a Fatui? Do I need to wait for Odette to take her seat? Okay, no, Tartaglia has offered me to
ever
join
been this lively
multiple
backstage
times.
before. I didn't know you were coming today. Hey, have you seen Chuganov? I heard he was coming today. Have you spoken to him at all?
I'm with you. This could be just the chance we need.
Yeah, I gotta figure out a way to coax some more intel out of him. I want to know why he suddenly changed his stance on Project Stuja. What exactly happened before the most recent Vetcha vote?
For the Rokad, or just out of personal interest?
Both.
There are other people around.
Micha really just lets it slip so easily. It's like, now that we know, he really just lets it slip so easily.
Even though today was a rehearsal and there were some hiccups along the way, Miss Odette's performance was one of the best I've ever seen, even compared to an actual show.
Oh, I couldn't agree more, especially considering the weight of the subject matter. It takes a truly seasoned professional to do justice to a theme like love and regret. Do you think we were coming on too strong? Odette's ignoring us again.
What about you? What did you think of today's performance? Oh my, that's very flattering. I'll make sure to save a ticket for you when the show's performance ready.
This doesn't seem like the time or place to bring up the subject of Lilac. I need to
So unfair. Talk about double stand.
And now it looks like I've been spotted. You know Mitya too?
No, I don't. I just have a feeling that he might be dangerous.
Because he looks unsuspecting. And the unsuspecting people, you need to worry about. Time flies by.
How's it looking, Alosha?
No change from this afternoon. Heavy snow with no sign of slowing down.
May I have your attention, please? The storm is unlikely to stop tonight, and it'll be even more dangerous outside at night than it was during the day. We at the theater owe everyone here a duty of care. Therefore, we strongly suggest that you stay on site overnight and avoid going outside unless absolutely necessary. In a few short moments, we'll give you a tour of the theater's various quarters. You can choose to sleep in the VIP room, the office, or backstage. Or on the stage if you'd prefer. We won't mind.
I'll pass on sleeping on the stage. What if the snow is stopped by tomorrow morning? The early birds in the audience might think we're part of some experimental new show.
A drama about sleeping? That could be fun. Maybe we could come up with a title for the production.
What? Gotta admit, I didn't get that one.
Anyone who doesn't wish to sleep on the stage,
Just that makes me
please
think
follow
he's connected to the
I'll
heavenly
show you to the
principles.
rooms.
Can I sleep on the
I
stage?
guess I'll call it a night. Though, I feel like I won't sleep very well without Paimon here. I'm sure she'll be worried that I haven't made it back yet. But as long as she looks out the window, she'll probably realize what's holding me up. I wonder if she's feeling any better yet? At least she hasn't been getting any worse. Still,
I thought we would
I
choose
should
to
try and
share a
get
room
back
with
first thing tomorrow
Tonya.
morning.
Why didn't we share a room with Tonya? Like, we're terrible babysitters.
Ah, finally. Welcome back to the world of the living, lazy bones. I was about to wake you. The black mist is almost on us.
What?
Still waking up, huh? You know, the black mist. It's been chasing us from below ever since we were born. You're just dozy.
what?
There's no way you've forgotten. Come on, let's keep heading up. Onwards and upwards is the only way to survive. Don't listen to a word those black mist cultists say.
Here we go again. The endless march toward survival.
What's going on? That black mist down there is creeping me out. And it's rising. Guess I
what
should
just
head upwards
happened?
and get away from it.
Is this a dream?
The Black Mist cultists believe that being swallowed by the Black Mist leads to everlasting peace. But if you ask me, they're just lying to themselves. We're the only heretics left, the only ones who refuse to give in. We have to keep going.
But how do you
Even the
actually
pictures
know
are
that they're wrong?
Dangerous question there, Torgov. The moment your faith wavers, you start a chain reaction that ends in the collapse of your will. Put the question out of your mind. Stay strong and believe that the Black Mist means certain death.
Okay, but it's not my mind that's the problem. My body's about to give up on me. It's alright.
I can't do this anymore. I've had enough of being forever on the run. What's the point of it all?
Where's everybody else? What is this like?
All this will pass eventually, I promise. Keep fighting. It will be worth it.
Mitya, you just get more and more suspicious by the
You
moment.
accuse the Black Mist cultists of being liars. But you're lying too. There is no end to this path. It keeps
We're
going
just
up
running
forever.
in circles.
There was never any hope to begin with.
The cult of the Black Mist has poisoned your mind, Sobolova. Are you thinking of giving up as well?
I am. I think I'll take my chances with the Black Mist over this perpetual torture.
As much as I detest the Black Mist cultists, I'm just too weary.
Then I bid you both farewell. Let me put my personal opinions aside for a moment and say, I hope that you both find peace within the Black Mist. Fate always appears so impossibly complicated.
I mean,
But at
I
moments
agree
like
with
this,
giving up
its
on
raw
them. Like, if
simplicity
they
is
want to
laid
leave,
bare.
let them leave.
Their fate was sealed
But-
from the instant they entertained doubt. From then on, the outcome was both inevitable and irreversible.
Because they're gonna get
Let's go.
caught up with if they've already given up. Why are we running? Mitya, will you please explain something?
Torgov and Sobolova are gone. I never thought the day would come when even they would be swallowed by the Black Mist. It's just you and me now.
Is it just me, or has the Black Mist stopped
Yes,
moving?
it looks like it's satisfied.
For now.
This happens from time to time, but it won't be long before the Black Mist starts chasing survivors once again. No one knows how to stop its advance for good. Well, we should make the most of the precious moments of rest that those two bought for us.
It has to be a dream. But I feel like it's, for some reason, connected to that snowstorm.
Huh? Are you really that sleepy, traveler?
This is connected to, like... Is this punishment for going to bed without Paimon?
Help! Somebody!
What is it, Chuganov? What's wrong? Huh?
Is it morning already? What's all the commotion? Sounds like it's coming from next door. I should check and see what's going on.
Huh. Oh, right. These places are bedrooms. This is why there were bedrooms at the theater.
Don't look, Miss Tonya. Stay here. Okay.
What happened to them?
I knew. It's the freaking Black Mist. So that wasn't just a dream. Mitya, what did you do?
These two people have passed away. And the strange thing is that somehow I knew this was going to happen. I knew that they would be the ones to die. Have I seen this moment before? Or did I have some kind of premonition?
Mitya, what
I can't remember what it was.
Let me take a look.
Valeri?
No vital signs in either of them. They're dead.
How?
The cause of death, however, remains unclear. No wounds on the bodies, no signs of a struggle, and no skin discoloration caused by the buildup of toxins.
But just last night, they were chatting and joking away. This is so sudden.
And we don't remember our
Could
dream.
they have had pre-existing medical conditions?
Mitya, you know.
Even then, the odds of them both dying of sudden complications on the same night are extremely low.
It's hard to believe that they died of natural causes, nor does this appear to be a suicide.
Are you suggesting they were murdered?
Who was the first to discover the bodies?
Shuganov.
It was me. But these deaths have nothing to do with me, officer. I got up early because I wanted to see if the snow had stopped. Then I noticed that the door to this room was open, and it looked like there was a man and woman inside. I just went over to see what was going on. I had no idea they were...
I can corroborate this. I was doing my morning exercises near the stage. When I saw Mr. Chuganov heading this way, I followed him. I can also confirm that I didn't see a single person approach that room before him.
The snowstorm was raging all night, and it's still going now. There's no way someone could have come in from outside, correct?
You
So
mean an
it's
intruder?
one of us?
No, not possible. I slept by the door last night as a precaution. There's no way I wouldn't have noticed if anyone had tried to open it.
Everyone, split into pairs and search the theater for anyone in hiding, or any signs of suspicious activity. I'll follow up with a full search of my own shortly. Go, there is no time to waste.
Who do we get to search with? Tonya! Yay! You pair up with Tonya. After a thorough search, you're satisfied that no one else from outside the group is in the theater and everything is exactly as it was left last night. So that black mist. So, Mitya.
Nothing on your end either?
Is Mitya
Backstage is
pretending
clear.
not
No
to know?
signs of suspicious activity.
We checked the basement. Also clear. I don't think there's anywhere here that a living person could hide.
Are we certain that the theater doesn't have a back door? Or any tunnel or passageway wide enough for a person to fit through?
No, there's nothing like that. If people were sneaking in through some secret tunnel to avoid buying a ticket, we'd have sealed it off ages ago. I also checked the windows. All of them are locked from the inside, and there's no sign of anyone entering or leaving.
It sounds like we can safely rule out the intruder theory. If anyone came in during the night in this weather, there'd be no way for them to avoid leaving footprints or water stains.
So either this person came in before
This
the
can
night,
only mean one thing.
or it's one of us.
It's like one of those murder mysteries you see in novels and plays, isn't it? The ones where the killer is one of us.
But
We can't quite jump to that
Miss-
conclusion just yet.
I just need... Guys, how do I skip? How do I make Mitya
It's
explain
hard
what's
to
going on?
imagine
Because
something
I'm
like that
not a
happening in real
murder
life.
mystery fan. I'm
Set
not
in
a
a theater during a
detective.
snowstorm, a murder.
I just
takes
want
place
to
and
know
the
what
killer
fucking
is among us.
happened.
It's
Just
such a classic
jump to the
trope that
ending.
It seems unbelievable.
Looking at who the killer targeted, and the clean entry and exit, it all adds up. I know what this is. It's obvious now
This
that I think
murder
about
mystery
it.
theme is part
What
of
is
why
it?
I didn't enjoy
What have you figured out?
Fontaine. So
Both
can we
victims
please
were
skip
wealthy,
this?
well-known local merchants. And the door was deliberately left open so I would discover the bodies and witness the crime scene first thing in the morning. Such ruthless methods. This was your doing, wasn't it, Lelik?
Lelik?
You mean Lelik is among us? And he's the killer?
Which of us
Lelik.
do you think is Lelik?
I know this code name. Member of the Rokot, anti-Project Stuja. Always works alone. I've read the case files at the Armory Palace. Walk me
Are
through
you
your
saying you
reasoning,
don't
Mr.
know?
Chuganov. What do you know about Lelik?
Hurry up.
What now, huh? What now, Lelik? What more do you want from me? I already voted against Project Stuja at the Snezhno Gradvecha. You snuck into my house the other day while I was asleep. Left a threatening letter. And I did all that you asked. But Project Stuja cannot be so easily shaken. Not with the rooster in charge.
Of course it can be
So
shaken.
he
It is
really
the
was
Tsaritsa's will.
threatened by Lelik. That
So-
makes sense.
Is he accusing Lelik of being one of us?
And now you're resorting to murder to threaten me. Isn't that right? I knew it. The Rokot despises the rich. The lives of the wealthy are but refuse in your eyes.
Oh, wow.
Show yourself! Which one of you is Lilith?
Okay, he doesn't know either.
Tell me! I'll do whatever you want! Just stop playing these mind games!
Was this really Lelek's doing? Would Odette really do something like this?
Why have you already
If
concluded that
really
Odette is Lelek?
This seems out of character. But then again,
How well
do I really know her?
You don't.
I'm probably the only one here with a compelling theory about Lelek's true identity. But if I reveal it now, I'll be putting Odette in the line of fire. What should I do?
I don't think it's likely that Lelek killed anyone. At least from the stories I've heard, he's never killed anyone before.
So it would
and
be a
his name has
shock.
never come up in connection with any murder cases.
But none of us really seem
Besides,
suspicious
even
enough.
if Lelek did want
Except
to threaten
Mitya.
you, why resort to
What
such
if
an
Lelek is
extreme and
Mitya?
roundabout
Guys, we're
method?
back to my
It's
Lelek
not
is
his
Mitya
style
theory
at
from the
all.
other day, and it is
Votianitsa
holding even
doesn't know
more
that Lelek
weight.
might be Odette, but her assessment is pretty much identical to mine.
Miss Votianitsa, why do you suddenly feel the need to speak in Lelek's defense?
Defense? Oh, no, it's just... I'm worried that we're jumping to conclusions here, so I wanted to share my point of view. Also, I don't think the Rokot is as bad as you're making it out to be.
Well, if you think I'm so wrong, what's your theory then, Why don't you tell us who the killer is?
It could be you.
The case is still evolving, Mr. Chuganov. Please do not prevent others from expressing their opinions so early on in the discussion.
Even so, there's no denying that the recent threat received by Mr. Chuganov may well be an important clue.
Mitya, I think you sent that threat.
So there's still a good chance that Lelek is right here among us.
I think Lelek is Mitya. I think Mitya sent that
I
threat.
can't do this anymore. I don't care if it's still snowing outside. I have to get out of here.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Whoa, take a beat. We all know it's far too dangerous out there. Even the soldiers couldn't get to us. Go out that door, and you might
Imagine
not live
finding
to
out
tell
we're
the
all
tale.
stuck in a time
And
loop
whoever
like
this
this Samsara
Lelek
again.
is, they're surely not going to murder anyone in broad daylight. Be sensible, my man.
What if this is
You're
our own
safer
personal
inside.
Samsara?
As much as I regret having to say this, I'd like everyone to cooperate and refrain from exiting the premises until further notice. Because as things stand, every one of us is now a suspect.
Guys, I don't like murder mystery.
Unless anyone has further information to share, let's adjourn for now. Feel free to keep searching for clues, but make sure you don't go off alone.
I'm not happy.
You seem to be very comfortable taking charge, Major. You took the reins as soon as things went south.
I simply made
It
an
is his
executive
job.
decision that someone needed to take control of the situation on the military's behalf. Does this offend you?
No, quite the opposite. We feel much safer for it. By the way, what does Major mean exactly? Is it a pretty high rank?
Yes. Decently high, yes.
Yes.
Tonya. I still find it hard to believe there's a murderer among us. Just last night, I imagined we were like classmates out on a hiking trip. There's no guarantee that you can trust your classmates. Especially not when you're locked up together.
Why
did they do this? Was it for money? Even then, they could have just kidnapped the people. They didn't have to die.
Are we all gonna die? Guys, Mitya. Well, examine that picture for possible quest screen or inventory to examine that picture for intel. That's 2 gone. Staff member drawn by the dreams of being a celebrity. Deceased. Okay, I should read their details. Who made his fortune in the energy industry. Okay, so he's tied to the energy industry, meaning Shugunov and Mitya. Support from Northland Bank, Fatui, His business grew larger and larger. At some point, however, it began to feel as though the Northland Bank had become the one truly calling the shots. So Pantalone is deeply connected to his work. So Oleva, wealthy businesswoman who began her career selling fashionable cold weather clothing. Later, she married into a prominent family to expand her business. Nowadays, however, it seems that her business has instantly been absorbed by that family. Yeah. Janitsa, Valerie, Odette, me, Tonya, Chugunov, an independent mercenary unaffiliated with any mercenary organization. Flexible in the jobs he takes, he often works for nobles, for Shnaya nobles. Outgoing and humorous, he has an endless supply of mercenary jokes. Alyosha, Kulish. So far, he's the most suspicious because he does take odd jobs for, other wealthy people. He is the most suspicious simply because those two died in my Black Tide dream and he was there and seemed to know everything about the Black Tide. So I suspect Michia before anyone else.
You're right. That was my bad. It was a knee-jerk reaction. I didn't think it through. Luckily, no one suspected my identity.
You just didn't notice that they did. You jumped in too easily.
Oh. Since Vodianitsa and I were on the same page earlier, I think I should share my thoughts with the Rokot members first.
They could also be suspicious. They're just the two closest people to us among everyone here.
Whoa. Are you serious? I don't know if this counts as gossip, but it's definitely on track to be the juiciest this whole year. Odette? Really? Odette? Oh God,
it's
how
a
dumb does this make me look?
She's not guilty.
Lilac has been right under my nose this whole time, and I didn't notice a thing.
Imagine
Actually,
it would be funny
it's exactly
if all three
what
of
you'd
them are
expect.
Rokot.
Sometimes, hiding in plain sight is the best strategy.
And now that you mention it, the more I think about it, the more sense it seems to make. It all adds up. What are we up to now? 1, 2, 3, 4
Odette's
identities. She's my coworker,
Specifically a ballerina.
and also a Fatui, a member of the Rokot. Now, Lilac.
Lilac is a member of the Rokot.
It must be
So it would still be three.
exhausting. I just want to give her a hug. I guess since I've always known her as a member of the Fatui, it never even crossed my mind that she could be involved with the Rokot, let alone be Lilac.
Because it
I
doesn't
don't understand.
It completely makes
If
sense.
she's with the Fatui, what reason could she have for being so opposed to Project Stusha?
Well, her father does
Probably best if you ask her that in person.
Well, since you waited until now to bring this up instead of announcing it to everyone earlier, does that mean we're all on the same page here?
She doesn't seem like the type to kill people.
Yeah. Lilac may not follow orders from the Rokot leadership, but as far as I'm concerned, she's never crossed the line. If anything, her actions benefit the poor. We need to confront her face to face.
Do you think she'd really admit to being Lilac?
I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. For now, we'll work on the
I
assumption
don't
that
think
she
she's
didn't kill
Lilac.
anyone, and see how
I
much she's willing
suspect
to tell us.
Michia. Michia is like... Michia is so suspicious! Why does nobody suspect
Odette's
Michia?
alone.
Is it
Let's
because
go.
Valeria is always following him around?
Hey, Odette.
But we don't know the other Rokot
What is it,
members.
you
It
guys?
could be Valerie.
Shh. Keep your voice down. We need to talk. So, you're Lilac, aren't you?
And you just ask? Like that?
Alright, fine. You don't have to say anything or explain. None of us believes you kill innocent people. Whoever murdered those 2 people last night, it wasn't Traveler was the first to figure out your identity, but she kept quiet during the discussion just now.
She still hasn't confessed to being Lelek. She has not agreed to this. And you're just telling her everything. But you
If
need
your
to...
identity is exposed, you'll be in a really bad spot. We're your colleagues.
Just
and we know
openly
what kind of
saying
person you
this.
are. I don't want anything bad to happen to
She
you.
hasn't agreed to being Lelek.
So, can you clue us in? Tell us everything. The more we know, the more easily we'll be able to cover for you.
She has not agreed to being Lelek.
Alright. Yes, I'm Lelek. And no, I'm not the murderer.
What the fuck?
And thanks, but I don't need you to cover for me. Actually, I'm planning to reveal my identity.
I'm sorry. I feel quite disappointed about the fact that it's not
You're
Mitya.
gonna reveal that you're Lelek? Here?
That's right. I'll admit, I was surprised at first when Shuganov guessed that I was here. It was just a lucky guess, but it caught me off guard. But after taking some time to assess the situation and confirm where everyone stands, I don't believe I have anything to worry about.
Are you sure you don't need a second opinion? Given the circumstances. Mr. Valeri! What?
I don't think she actually is. Valerie gets everyone to reconvene. Odette gets straight to the point and announces that she's Lelek. You are kind of working against the Fatui, which means Mitya and Valerie. Valerie should kind of arrest you, shouldn't he?
I don't know what game you're playing, but you've got a lot of nerve.
Shouldn't she be arrested
one
now?
identity. So what if it's exposed? I can disappear and adopt a new identity. I made my peace with this when I chose to become Lelek. But more importantly, I promise I am not the murderer. Which means... So, if anyone still insists that I did this, you'd best produce the evidence now. Otherwise, I suggest that
I'm
you bite
so
your tongue.
confused.
Because if you really believe I killed 2 people without making a sound or leaving a trace,
you're Fatui.
Pointing fingers at me would surely only make you my next target.
Is this really the truth, Miss Odette?
That's confidence, all right.
So you mean to tell me the
believe
Fatui
you.
have been looking for her all this time, and all it
no
took was us
nonsense
meeting her
attitude.
and saying like, hey, she kind of fits your description.
She's on track to inherit the title of the Fair Lady.
And here she is.
Are you seriously buying this? Hey, officer! She
And
just
Billy Boy
admitted
needs
to
to
being
just
Lelek. Aren't you going to do something about this?
arrest her?
I do have one question, Miss Odette. Why have you chosen this moment to come forward and reveal your identity?
Arrest
If
her.
I didn't say anything, everyone would be focusing all their efforts on finding Lelek. And that is exactly what the real culprit wants. I don't want to be the scapegoat who lets the murderer get away with this crime.
Despite all the accusations, she made the smart choice. A remarkable display of rational thinking under pressure.
And now the person
Clearly,
who I
Odette's
say
talent extends
is...
far beyond the art
What
of
if all
dance.
of this was Mitya and, you know,
so
the
far
Fatui's plan
ahead.
to find Lelek?
Why do I always feel like I'm one step behind her in everything?
Because you kind of are so far.
You've convinced me. Dealing with the murder case remains the top priority right now. Let's put the name Lelek and all related incidents aside until further notice. Nevertheless, the group still considers you the prime suspect. I assume you have no quarrel with that, Miss Odette?
I understand. You're welcome to keep
So
an
this
eye
is
on me
why
around
she's
the
all
clock.
over
I have no
Snezhnaya.
objections.
That's Lelek.
Mr. Chuganov?
For my wife and daughter's sake, I'll let you off the hook for now. But don't think you're forgiven for breaking into my house and threatening me. Just wait till we get out of here, Lelek. We'll...
Is she actually Lelek? Like, that seems too easy. Like, Traveler's first suspicion for who Lelek could be and confirmed?
Good work, Lelek guard team. And Lelek too.
She has a guard team, guys. She's a
Turns out
Fatus. I don't
Valeri
think
knew
she needs
about
any
my
of us guarding her.
exploits, so now I've been told I have to guard Lelek with him.
Shouldn't you be facing my way if you're guarding me? At the moment, it looks more like you're my bodyguards.
If the true culprit is indeed still at large, as you have claimed, we must keep our guard up against them also.
Don't worry, Tonya. We'll get through this.
Oh,
Once
poor
the snow
little
stops,
Tonya.
the officials will step in. The investigation will get easier, and then we'll be safe.
But once the snow stops, won't everyone just leave?
Yes.
Huh? You're gonna miss us, huh? Well, some of us work at the theaters, so we'll still be here. I'll even give you a special backstage pass.
Oh, that's so cute.
Really, Miss Motoyanitsa? That's awesome! You've made a fan for life.
Aw, you're so cute, Tonya. All right, let's swear to it. I promise to give you the pass, and you promise to never change your mind about being my fan.
Sure.
Don't indulge her, Tonya. You don't have to swear an oath over things like that.
Oh,
You
why
really
not?
do
I
get
want
carried
to.
away sometimes.
Hey, mind your own business.
Oh, please let
Don't
us.
be nervous, Miss Water Imp. Everyone's here. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Excuse me? Do I?
Hmm?
Oh. Wait, but how? Okay, plenty of people know that I'm a water imp, but still. How come you understand our primary mode of expression?
Primary mode of expression. I've not come across that concept before. Do enlighten me, Vodyanitsa.
Well, she's not human, she's a
it's
fae.
Just, we water imps tend to communicate our emotions to each other by singing rather than facial expressions. The emotions we convey through song take precedence over our facial expressions. So, we think of it as our primary mode of expression.
I'm impressed, Shram. I didn't take you for a man of culture.
I'm
but you're
surprised that she
clearly
just
rather learned.
comfortably explained all
It's
that.
not about being cultured or not. The thing is, this mode of expression can
he doesn't look
usually
like a
only
fae.
be understood by other water imps.
Is he a
It's
fae?
not a
That
simple
could
case
explain
of
the
a song
band.
sounding happy
Is it
or
hiding
sad.
whatever his print is,
And
like
yet,
similar to what's on her shoulder?
You're clearly human, Mr. Shram.
Okay.
It's really not the big deal you're making it out to be. I think I just have a knack for it. Plus, I have a very close friend who's a water imp. A delightful
Wow.
lady. But keep that a secret. Anyway, we spent so much time together that before I knew it, I noticed I could understand her expressions.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. Still,
Having
the
a
fact
friend
that you
who's a
have
water
imp
imp is
friend is even more
surprising. Are you
surprising.
also a fae species that's on the
You better
decline?
watch what I'm singing when I'm
Similar
around you
to the
from now
lantern
on.
fae?
Hey, what are you implying? You're not secretly insulting the audience in your songs, are you?
Sir, can you
Why
calm
would I do a
down?
thing like that?
It's getting late. We should discuss our sleeping arrangements for tonight. To guard against the killer, someone needs to keep watch.
I suggest that we don't sleep in separate quarters tonight. It will be safer if we all stayed together.
As long as someone keeps an eye on Lelik.
Are you saying that you wish to bet your life on Miss Odette being the killer?
Yes, he does, and I think we should let him.
Of course not.
Then I propose the following arrangement for tonight. The Traveler, Odette, and I will form the Night Watch. We'll sleep in shifts, but two of us must be awake at any given time.
An
Fine by
excellent
me.
idea. This allows us to handle the night watch while also keeping an eye on Lelik. Meanwhile, the rule of taking shifts in pairs resolves the other issue. Namely that we can't necessarily trust the Traveler or Valeri either. I expect that plan took you quite some time to come up with, didn't it?
Actually, our field combat manual outlines a similar approach. Although the scenario there involves guarding prisoners overnight during field operations. That being said, I must clarify that I harbor no disrespect towards you personally, Miss Odette. In fact, Lelik's numerous covert operations make fine textbook examples for military agents.
I care less about respect and more about the fact that you just robbed me of 2/3 of my sleep tonight. I'm calling dibs on being the first to rest. Good night.
It's your fault for being suspicious and choosing to reveal how suspicious you are. Night falls, everyone sleeping on stage, make for a scene right outside the theater. Eventually the time comes for shift change.
It's almost time. We should wake Odette. How are you faring?
You can sleep.
Not going to argue with that. I'll take a quick nap. If you start to feel sleepy, wake me up anytime.
What if we just don't wake him up?
It's finally time for Odette and I to share the night watch. I should wake her up.
Yep, we just brought everything to the
I
stage.
came here to get information from her in the first place.
Excuse me?
Maybe I should think about what questions I want to ask before she wakes up.
How long are you gonna keep staring at me? Couldn't sleep. My mind's been running haywire. Plus, there's something I've been meaning to talk to you about. I had a hunch that you wanted a conversation too. Let's take this chance to clear the air, shall we?
Yes, please.
I just had a simple question for you, really. It's, Rosaline. In her final moments, did she have any last words or anything? I see. Well, that was all. I have no other questions.
Do you miss her?
She was utterly ruthless in pursuing her goals. That kind of person should be hard to miss.
But she seems like she was a good mentor.
Even though I never approved of her methods, and she was an abrasive person, the fact remains that I am indebted to her.
I heard a lot about it.
She told you. I guess that makes sense. I think she and Rosaline were on pretty good... Yes.
She didn't give me details.
Rosaline wasn't the kind to gossip about this sort of thing. Not that it's any huge secret to me that when I was a child, I had to join the Fatui for the sake of my mother and me. I trained under Rosaline. It was extremely grueling, and it didn't exactly come naturally to me. All I could do was try to ignore the biting cold and practice, practice, practice. I was a newcomer who'd managed to make a good first impression on a harbinger. There was pressure to live up to her expectations, to be worthy of the fair lady's reputation. Every day was a struggle against the cold, pain, and fatigue. And most nights, I struggled to fall asleep. After enduring all that, I've become almost immune to the sensation of pain. I suppose that was the cost of survival. Surely, any child who had to experience that would grow to hate her lot in life, don't you think?
Probably, yeah.
So, I put an equal amount of effort into my ballet. Because in my young mind, that was the only way to defy my fate. It was my way of telling her, the Fatui's demands and your expectations of me are not what I wish for. One day, I will leave. I think she probably blamed my poor performance in training on my passion for ballet.
Yeah.
She knew my heart wasn't in it. One time, when I was secretly practicing a dance at night, she suddenly showed up. I knew she was there to catch me red-handed. I told her, "You don't deserve to watch the dance I learned from my mother." She looked stunned. I guess she was surprised that I lashed out first, before she had the chance. But strangely enough, on that occasion, she wasn't fierce with me like she was during training. Instead, she fell silent for a moment, and then left. After that, she never interfered with my dancing or asked me how it was going. She never came to watch me dance again either. Not even once. She was.
Because you lashed out at her and told her she doesn't deserve.
I can't help but think of that night. Of the look on her face. Sort of. Although gift might be too kind a term. This is her flame sealed within ice. A symbol of her favor,
That could be
yes, but also her way of keeping an eye on people.
So that
She
could be
knew
a way
the
of bringing her
location
back?
of every piece of Court Ignis. If any recipient started acting suspiciously, she'd be on to them immediately. Trust her to make even a mark of approval feel suffocating. So, when news of Rosaline's death reached Snezhnaya, many people immediately crushed their Court Ignis. It gave them a profound sense of relief, like they'd broken free from her shackles. But I kept mine.
With my sensitivity to pain being as dull as it is, the warmth from this core Ignis is one of the few things I can still feel clearly. I still wonder.
There's a lot going on
did she
in
really
these
come
stories.
to stop me that night?
I don't think so.
I wasn't sure, but I was scared. So I said some really awful things. I guess she didn't leave anything behind. Not that I expected her to. It's fine. It's just a bit of a shame that we couldn't settle our differences before the end.
No.
She did. Are you sure she was talking about this event? No, she didn't. I didn't even find out that she'd gone to Mondstadt until a while after she'd left. Wait, in that case... Okay, I will. Thanks for letting me know.
There's something I'm trying to figure out. I'm beginning to suspect that Paimon's mystery illness is being caused by the energy research behind Project Stuja. Paimon's very important to me, so I have to get to the bottom of this. I figured that since you're Lelek, you might know something.
The ultimate goal of this energy experiment is to create a weapon for the final battle. The weapon's construction was completed in Nodcry. Now, all that remains is to arm it with a sufficiently powerful energy.
Wait.
Yes. The weapon's development and all the related experiments are overseen by Lord Piero, the Jester. And the lab is located deep within the armory. I'm not sure why this experiment would be making Paimon feel unwell.
It must be connected to celestial
The best way to
power
get to
since
the bottom of it
Paimon...
would be to go there
Paimon
in
has to
person.
be celestial.
Once we get out of here, I'll help you apply for an entry permit. And I'm hardly the organization's proudest member, as you know. You answered my question about Rosaline. I want to do you a favor in return. It's that simple.
I knew you were awake, my darling.
Huh? What's wrong?
You two seem to be hitting it off.
I thought you were sleeping.
Of course I was. In the military, one learns to fall asleep quickly, even in the most inhospitable environments.
He heard our
It's
entire
vital to
conversation, I
staying
hope.
alert and energized. Why? Is something wrong?
No,
Even if he was awake, he can't have overheard us, right?
I hope he
Thank
did.
you both
It
for
makes
keeping
things
watch.
interesting.
Traveler, I'll take over for now. It's your turn to get some sleep.
Sure.
Has it been that long? There's Mitya. I
This
can't
is
see
our
the
second night
others.
here, but at least I found out a little more about Paimon's condition. I hope she's been sleeping well the past couple of days. Huh. Why do I feel like I'm being watched? Seriously? Is this payback for when I stared at her earlier? But I thought she was asleep.
Wow. Or that.
Never mind. I'd better try and get
And you're not
sleep
even
myself.
going to say anything. She knows that you opened your eyes. Back to Mitya's Black Mist. Back to Honkai's Sorrow.
Hey,
Oh,
what are you
you
spacing
are the
out
next
for?
two to die. Troop
Are you reaching your
members.
limit too?
How long have we been walking for?
Time's lost all meaning. Ever since we noticed that thing above our heads.
Renova?
What was it called again?
Renova?
A star key? Or key star? Anyway, the person who named it was swallowed by the black mist.
Whatever it's called. Ever since we noticed it,
Does
we've
this
been
all have to
walking
do with
up
Renova?
and up, hoping that as long as we reach it, we can find a way out of this place. But
So
it
this seems like
like
it's
no
quite
matter
connected
how
to
far we
Renova.
walk, we never get any closer.
Well, we've come this far. You never know. Maybe we're almost there? Come on, enough moping. Let's go. The black mist is catching up.
Wow. No Mitya this time. But they've got weapons. What is that hammer?
Monsters! Watch out!
Oh, Indra.
Not again!
You just couldn't let me.
I'm gonna run into them. Be careful.
Will the two of you please fight? Do something? Honestly, will you do something? Thank you.
Shut up! Run faster.
This looks like it's all connected to Renova now. Ugh, more review.
Here they come again! Get ready!
Let's go!
I'll be lying to say I was itching for combat. Seriously, what is this thing? What is the black mist? Why is it killing people
Monsters
off?
ahead of us. The black mist behind us.
Just
Feels like
jump
there's
off
no
the
escape.
ledge.
Shut up! Run faster.
It is seriously like, what is the black mist?
No, I'm fine. It's just... Suddenly I don't want to walk any further.
Seeing that, whatever that thing in the sky is, my
I
first
get
thought is
you.
Renova.
In fact, I reached my limit a
But
long
that
time
just seems
ago.
so unlikely. Like, where
Sometimes it feels
all of
like,
a sudden the goddess of
like
death,
there's hope where
goddess
there
of death.
shouldn't be.
Yeah,
Principle
the
of death?
hope that the star gives us is the only thing keeping us going.
What is she?
But I'm not sure it's real at all. It may just be a collective illusion. Otherwise, why
Ruler
would it
of
always
death
be
is
out of
the
reach?
best. But it sounds so weird to use ruler of death here. Are you really going to give up? I actually feel like we're slowly getting closer
We
to
know
it.
you mean well, but you're only saying that to try and encourage us to keep going, aren't you?
So now,
Thank
who
you,
are we gonna blame
friend.
once these two die? More
But enough is
importantly,
enough.
why do we keep forgetting what
Please
happened?
don't give me any more false hope. Hope is poison in this place. You're going to continue, aren't you? I admire that.
Okay, I'm tired of your dialogue. Look at that, it looks so close.
It's not an illusion. We really are getting closer to the star.
Odette.
Congratulations. You're the first person to make it here.
What?
I'm the star's envoy. The black mist has stopped rising. Its hunger is satisfied for now, having devoured your two companions. This is a good opportunity. I'll let you get some rest before we continue. Hmm? What do you mean, leave? The star represents the starting point. It's the waypoint for the beginning. Congratulations on reaching the starting point. Once you are ready, we will head out and walk upwards. I will be right by your side the whole way.
After everything I went through to get here, this is the story.
Huh?
What's
wrong?
this?
Hey, don't give up before the journey's even begun.
Odette, what is your connection to this? Is it all like, actually connected to La Senora? Is this a Fatui operation? If this was a Fatui operation, I don't think they would have put Mitya and...
Is that Vodyanitsa's voice?
Excuse me. Yes, yes it is.
Wake up! Please wake up!
A drama about sleeping which began the other day is now playing out on the stage. No one counted on it being a tragedy. And they're suddenly in the center of the stage and not on their beds. Everyone is gathered around the two sleepers, in the center of the stage. Without even inspecting the scene, you already know what has happened, as if someone told you in advance. Staff member, staff member.
The situation is identical to that of the 2 casualties yesterday.
At least there are some elements that we can rule out this time. They slept on the stage with everyone else. So I suppose the surrounding environment can't be a relevant variable.
Yeah.
Rampana. Coolish.
Is this a Fatui operation? Like seeing Odette at the end makes me think this is a Fatui operation.
3 of us, in fact.
But if this is a Fatui operation, Tartaglia would never agree to Tonya being in danger.
Certainly nothing unusual happened on my watch.
Likewise, and from what I've observed so far, both Miss Odette and the Traveler can be trusted.
I have no reason to suspect
I didn't get a wink of sleep last night. I couldn't help but think I was the target, so I just laid there with my eyes closed.
And yet you
I heard the
heard
Traveler
nothing.
and Lelik chatting, but otherwise I don't recall hearing any commotion during the night.
Shouldn't someone have been awake while everyone else woke
I
up?
didn't want to wake everyone up, so I was concentrating hard, trying not to cough. I hardly slept at all. If anything had happened, I'm sure I would have
Because
noticed.
previously we saw Michian. Then we saw
Possibly
Odette.
be causing this. Once was bad enough. I can't believe it happened again. I worked closely with Rampana and Coolish for so long. I never imagined that one day they'd... And on the stage of all places...
Florianitsa.
I mean,
In
justified.
just 2 days, and we still don't have a single lead. I need to get to the bottom of this as soon as possible. And above all, keep Tonya safe. I'd never be able to look Child in the eye again otherwise.
Yeah.
Still snowing?
Yes, I just checked. Still no sign of anyone outside either.
So what
we
is
only have
causing the
ourselves to rely on.
snowstorm and keeping us
If you
locked
ask
up
me,
in here?
This killer can clearly strike whenever they please. The Night Watch was a useless endeavor from the start. Lelik must
So what
be an
is it?
expert in poisoning. Clearly she used some poison that can't be detected on the corpse.
Oh wow.
Here we go again.
And first thought, Lelik.
Listen, I was already thinking to myself last night, was Lelik's reason for revealing her identity the real story? Well, now I have my answer. It most certainly was not. She's been playing us for fools. You get off on this, don't you? Revealing your identity, only to carry on with your killing spree?
That's a hideous thought. One that only a hideous mind like yours could dream up.
How dare you?
That's enough. Yesterday, you named Lelik as a suspect because the victims were both wealthy merchants. Lelik might have had a motive then, but today's victims were just ordinary people. Not to mention that they were colleagues of Odette and mine.
So it doesn't make sense for why she would
Would
kill
she have to
them.
murder them? Let me
Yeah.
guess. Just to scare you?
Who knows? Maybe you don't know her as well as you think. I implore you all to ask yourselves, how many people are there really in this world that have what it takes to kill another person? Not many, I'd wager. Lelik is well known to be a ruthless operator, and now she has revealed her identity.
Everything you've said so far is still
In
just
this
conjecture,
room, all except
which doesn't
3
constitute a concrete
people.
lead.
Well,
You need to
technically
back up
2
your claims
people.
with some evidence.
How can you defend her,
Only
officer?
2 of you aren't.
What did
have
she
never.
say to you while you were on night
Well,
watch?
2.5.
Maybe I shouldn't be so surprised. You military types are always colluding with criminals to target the rich.
Is that really where you want to go?
All so you can get your grubby paws on our hard-earned fortunes. Then tell us to fall in line. The Fatui, the Druzhna, and the Rokot. Thugs, the lot of you. Don't you dare.
Sir, but you were the one who told us not to stop other people from expressing their opinions yesterday. 4 people have already died. Only yesterday I was chatting with Mr. Coolish. Then we woke up in the morning and he's... Turning against one another is the last thing we should be doing right now.
Little girl,
Even if Mr. Chuganov is a puffed-up, pig-headed windbag who doesn't have a clue what he's talking about, he's still one of the victims here, isn't he?
Quite. I had no intention of resorting to violence.
Oh my god, Tonya.
But you're right, Miss Tonya. I ought not prevent him from speaking his mind. In any case, I believe Mr. Chuganov has calmed down a little now. We may resume our discussion.
I don't think there's any need for that. What is there to discuss? Nothing about this situation is normal.
Did you have an idea, Mitya? You're the brainiac here, right? Come on, clue us in.
I've been mulling something over. All the leads we have so far concern things from outside the theater. Miss Odette's alter ego, the threats Mr. Chuganov received. But then there's the 2 double murder crime scenes themselves, which have given us absolutely nothing to go on whatsoever. That's highly unusual. Even with the most careful killers, there's always some evidence left behind.
So what do you
So
suggest?
there should be something that we just don't consider
I think this
evidence
could be a
yet.
supernatural event. It isn't characteristic of human-on-human homicide at all.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't you supposed to be a scientist? That doesn't sound like a conclusion someone like you is supposed to make.
I got into scientific research because of my insatiable curiosity. But if the present situation defies all known scientific explanations, I don't mind shifting my curiosity toward the paranormal instead.
Now that you mention it, I remember when I first came to the theater. I heard rumors about this place being haunted.
Oh wow, we're back to that.
Yeah, I think I heard the same thing. But I mean, they're only rumors, right?
And you've worked here for
Worked
years.
here for years. Surely we would have noticed any spooky goings-on by now.
Well, this has taken an unexpected turn. A haunted theater? If Paimon were here, she'd probably be hiding behind me in fear right now.
Why don't we take this opportunity to look for clues again with a more open mind? Maybe a different perspective will help us see something different.
Very well. Whether it's criminals or ghosts we're looking for, the same rules apply. Everyone needs to tread carefully. I'll move the bodies into the same room for now.
Aww. I go investigate the available clues. What clues? Because there are 4 beds here. People slept there. This bed in the center that we're using for the watch. And then 4 beds here. Is that somebody on the platform? No. Anyways.
I need to think very hard about whether there's anything that ever needed hiding. After all these years, there must be some things even I've forgotten.
Possible. I thought you were the clue. What? Miss Tonya!
Tonya? Did you find anything?
Not yet. Still looking. So...
This can be a Fatui operation because there's no way Tartaglia would let his sister be here.
To be looking for something paranormal? I think I'd prefer teaming up with you than looking around on my own.
This looks like somebody's notebook. Shall we read it together?
This can't be a Fatui operation.
Well,
Tartaglia would
doesn't
not let
look scary or
Tonya be
anything.
involved.
So I guess it should
Especially
be
with
fine.
people dying.
Alright, let's read it together.
So it has to be something else. You once told me I would understand someday, but even now I still don't. I don't believe anyone should be forced to abandon their homeland because of a change in power. She never considered the feelings of us water imp nobles. Every inch of this land reflects memories of my childhood. If I close my eyes, I can still hear everyone's songs echoing everywhere. I will not forgive those who drove us away. And I miss you so much, Mother. I miss you very much, Mother. So this for Janitza, as the only water imp. I often find myself missing that dress with the tassels, the heavy bead skirt, it has to be heavy bead skirt, and the first rays of sunlight that would stream into the manor each morning. But it's alright now. If I narrow my eyes just a little, the light seeping through the crack backstage feels just like the one in our manor. I know that life is gone forever, and I can miss it all I want, but I also feel that what we have here now is no less than what I lost. The fantastical set designed by the prop master, the many fans who come all this way just to see me, and the quiet dancing girl who doesn't talk much. These are all mine. I won't lose any of it again. Never. Absolutely never. I've joined a rather remarkable organization, though I can't tell you its name. Whatever that great figure intends to do this time, there should always be someone looking out for the misfortunes of ordinary people. That's what our organization exists for. Even now, I still don't understand her. Why is it that those in power always seem this way? They clearly have the ability to bring greater happiness. Some say she has her own difficulties. But what could possibly trouble someone so seemingly omnipotent? Never mind. I should just focus on what I can do. I suppose you all hear about our organization sooner or later. Its name is... never mind. I'll leave it a mystery for now.
Huh. This has to be Vodyanitsa's writing, surely.
Yeah, as the only water imp.
Maybe it's a little rude for us to peek at this. I feel like I just read someone's secret diary by accident.
You did. You did, Miss Tonya. Since it's an accident, it should be fine.
It sounds like she's writing this for her parents, right? I don't understand. Why put this stuff in a notebook instead of mailing it in a letter?
Because her water imp parents belong to the aristocracy, who were driven out of Snezhnaya by the Tsaritsa long ago. And now they live somewhere new, where the postman can't get to.
Ah.
We're sorry. It's fine. My fault for not storing it properly. I can't leave things lying around and expect them to get ignored when everyone's scouring the place for clues. Alright, give me my notebook back. I'll take over the investigation in this room.
Fine. You can have it. Oh, wow. Whose diary do we get to read next? Oh, that!
Valeri, come take a look at this. You too, Traveler.
Some sort of notebook.
It's the on-duty logbook for the theater. Coolish was the main person to use it. He mostly used it to record any unusual incidents during a show, audience numbers, exit times, and so on.
I saw Coolish at the entrance before coming in. I think he was holding this book at the time.
Yes. He'd always have this logbook with him when he checked tickets at the entrance.
This should confirm a lot of key details about the recent show.
Yes. The number of people. I've checked and double-checked, but the numbers just don't match what's recorded in the logbook. Apparently, we have an extra person among us.
Are we certain that logbook is accurate? Could someone have sneaked in without buying a ticket or something?
Unlikely. Coolish took his duties very seriously. I've rarely seen any errors in his work.
So who is it? Who's the ghost?
Was a dress rehearsal, meaning smaller audience numbers and tighter ticket restrictions than usual. Everything would have been well within his control.
We no longer have our tickets with us, do we? They got collected on entry. I assume there's no way we can check them again.
Unfortunately not.
He doesn't
the
record
theater
our
recycles
names.
tickets. Once people are in the door, they don't tend to leave until the show ends. So we collect the tickets at the point of entry. Still, I'm inclined to believe that this discrepancy in the head count is significant somehow.
Because
did an extra
somebody
person
here
just
definitely
materialize
shouldn't
out
be
of
here.
thin air?
The extra person is the ghost. Where do I go? Oh. I didn't even realize this turn.
Ah, Traveler. Since you're here, come take a look at this.
Alosha found it. We're both curious to hear your perspective. It appears to be a...
Investigation
an investigation report. And the focus of the investigation was the rumors of haunting we heard about earlier.
Investigation report into supernatural sightings at the Opera House. This commission is clearly not as simple as previous cases involving only folklore studies. It appears to be connected to something far more mysterious. An extinct civilization, the creation of ancient gods, or powers from beyond the world. The possibilities leave ample room for speculation. From now on, we should take this as a lesson. A simple surface does not imply that what lies beneath shares the same level of existence or nature. Ley lines themselves possess a powerful ability to either devour or guide souls. In most cases, once the soul and body of the deceased are separated, the soul is drawn directly into the ley lines, leaving no room for lingering existence. However, evidence shows that... Guys, I'm not wearing my glasses for the sake of the face tracking. I did not expect to be doing all this reading. Anyways, I'm gonna mess up the model for a little bit so that I can look closer at the screen. However, evidence shows that the connection between the theater area and the ley lines has been obstructed, though only partially, not completely severed. Still, this has granted certain souls unwilling to return to the ley lines an opportunity. If their resistance is strong enough, they may linger within the theater indefinitely. Oh. Okay. In theory, however, these souls within the theater are incapable of influencing the physical world. Only under extremely rare circumstances can they produce phenomena observable to the human eye. Overall, they can be considered harmless. This assessment may be conveyed in advance to the theater's management to reassure them. But for me, the investigation does not end here. Uncovering the reason why the ley lines have been obstructed is the true focus of this inquiry. After consulting multiple sources, the most reliable hypothesis at present appears to be the existence of an angel civilization and its primarily attempts at ley line renovation. There is too little information available here. I must return home as soon as possible.
An investigation
An
report,
angel?
huh?
So Nicole?
Looks
Will we
quite
hear Nicole's
old.
voice?
Huh. This person's name looks to be of Sumeru origin to me.
But it's not
The
Zendik.
investigator from Sumeru?
But
The
they are
theater
not
manager
Zendik.
must have hired an investigator once specifically to look into this issue.
Presumably, the manager wanted to know if the supposed haunting was dangerous, while also being fearful of word getting out in case it affected the theater's business. Anyway, the bottom line is, the haunting is actually real after all.
Yeah.
It's caused by an obstruction in the ley lines. Is there any chance this is the key to finally making some progress with...
Ley line problems are pretty unexceptional to me by this point. And while it certainly offers an explanation for it's hard to imagine what connection it could have to these two murder cases.
What if the people
Some
are
of the
not
language
dead?
that appears at the very end of the report
It's just
caught my
something
eye.
similar to some sorrow.
Angel civilization, ley line renovation? My area of research doesn't touch on any of that, so it's completely outside of my wheelhouse. Huh? A piece of paper just fell out from the report. It landed right by your feet.
Let's see. More reading. Death is near. Okay, so this is definitely to do with the ruler of death, Renova. So I'm thinking this paper just came from Nicole, because we're discussing angels and all of a sudden we can't hear her voice, but she sent us a paper. It's pretty
How
ominous.
unnerving. It was tucked inside
Especially
the report,
since
so it must
the
be a note
souls
left
in the
by the
ley lines
author.
are those who have
Death
resentments.
is near. Is that supposed to be what's going on here? With us? In the theater? But if so, how did the author foresee it? Could he predict the future
Maybe things are more complicated than we...
No, wait a second. If we take the report and the note at face value, they completely contradict one another. The report definitively concludes that the hauntings in the theater are harmless and cannot affect the real world. But the note seems to be warning of potential danger.
Your scarf has
question
been
is,
awfully quiet.
What exactly does the note mean by death?
Is it simply describing our situation? Or it could be the perpetrator.
The various ways we could interpret this keyword lead in completely different directions. Let's pause our analysis here for now. I think we need more information.
I think this is all to do with Renova. I think Meteor, you are somehow connected to it because of that first dream, and I think that is connected too.
It's not
so
impossible,
I'm blaming
is
the
it?
Fatui
If
operation.
anything, it's the natural
and
conclusion.
thinking it's connected to
Oh, I
Renova.
beg to differ.
But at
This
the same
sounds
time,
to me like a product of a researcher's vivid imagination.
I feel like we cannot trust
And
this being a
perhaps it's
Fatui
because I'm
operation
still
because
viewing
there
this through
is
the
no
lens of a typical
way,
murder investigation.
no way in
But still,
Tavat
I'm
that
struggling to be
Tartaglia would
persuaded by your
agree to
theory.
having Tonya here in the middle of a Fatui
Does
operation
it really sound that
and
far-fetched?
risking her life like this.
All right, well, let's treat that
Unless
as
Tonya is
speculation
the
for now.
ghost.
I do agree with what you've said, so let's go with your idea for now.
Good. Okay, now that we finally have some meaningful leads, I think it's time to reconvene. Let's
Is
get the
Tonya
others.
the ghost? We've met everybody else at some other point in the story. Okay, we haven't met the mercenary. So either Tonya or the mercenary are ghosts.
That's about everything we've discovered so far. I'll share my theory first. Based on what we've learned from the logbook, I believe the extra person among us is most likely the killer.
But the extra
If
person
the killer
among
had simply
us.
bought a ticket, it would have greatly increased the risk of their identity being exposed. I expect he or she either hid in the theater ahead of time, or found a way to slip past the ticket inspection.
But that
They
eliminates
then
3
blended
people
in with the group and waited for an
who are
opportunity to
staff
strike.
and can't even buy tickets.
What about the note found in the investigation report? Any thoughts on how that fits in?
The killer may have simply planted it there as some sort of sick joke. I've seen my fair share of psychopathic killers. They love playing cryptic mind games.
So, it has nothing to do with the haunting of the theater after all.
This theory makes sense to me. If we have an audience member unaccounted for, chances are they didn't come here to watch the show.
Could it really be that simple?
So, in other words, all we have to do is find out who got in here without a ticket? Then let me make one thing clear. All the theater staff should be well aware that I came here for the rehearsal legitimately, yes? There's no way I'm the one who didn't have a ticket.
It's true. I hear you used every trick in the book to get a hold of that ticket, too. Everything short of throwing a temper tantrum and rolling around on the floor at the entrance.
I most certainly did not degrade myself in such a way.
Yeah, that's why she said everything
Probably a stupid
except that.
question, but I might as well ask. Did anyone here get in? Guess it was naive.
Especially after the unprompted Lelik reveal. Once was already a miracle. Twice?
The most likely extra person who entered without a ticket. You did not. You work here. You've confirmed your ticket. So it's between the two of you. Mercenary and Tonya. One of you entered without a ticket. Shram, an independent mercenary who does odd jobs. Tonya, Tartaglia's sister. I think it's one of you.
I don't believe any of us here knew Shram before all this. If no one can verify Shram's identity... Mr. Shram, did you really go through the ticket inspection to get in here?
Huh? Me? Why am I?
It's not that you stand out as suspicious, more that everyone else has been ruled out as trustworthy.
Okay. Well, we spent the best part of 2 days together now, so I'm sure you can all tell what kind of person I am. I'm a true gentleman. I never dream of doing something like sneaking to the theater without a ticket.
Yeah,
So
I
you
have
say.
no doubt that you're a good person. But the problem is, none of us here actually know you, so no one can say for sure that you are who you claim to be. Although, actually, what was it you said last night? Yeah, you're friends with that water imp. which is why you understand our primary mode of expression. Last time I checked, there were barely any of us remaining in Snezhnaya, since most of the water imps left. Could you tell me a little bit more about your friend? There's a good chance I actually know her. And I suppose it's also kind of a way for everyone else to get to know you a little better.
That's true.
Good grief. Are you blushing? Pull yourself together, man. Stop giggling like a teenage boy. It's revolting.
Hey, revolting is a little strong.
It's not
All right,
revolting.
fine. I'll admit it.
We like someone who's
That
chalant.
water imp friend of mine, the truth is, we're dating. I was just the bodyguard hired by our family. But the stars must have aligned, because sparks began to fly between me and their daughter. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I'd get so lucky.
Aww,
We don't need
how
details.
cute.
Just get to the point.
Okay. I'm just a little hesitant to reveal her name, that's all. You know how it is.
These are
delicate
delicate
times.
Delicate
Even with
times
me
go
to
for
protect her.
delicate measures.
If word gets out that she's dating a human, both the Fae and human factions will give her a hard time.
Really? Wait, no. That can't be.
Huh? Shram, what the devil are you talking about?
Why is everyone looking at me like that? Surely you can understand where I'm coming from.
Delicate times? Factions?
Not at
yes.
this time.
You know, the Civil War. Last time I checked, the Fae and the humans were still at each other's throats.
If I'm not mistaken,
Oh, he is
the
definitely
last
the
significant
ghost.
civil war in Snezhnayan history was over 400 years ago, when Her Majesty the Tsaritsa had just taken the throne and was consolidating her reign.
What do you mean, 400 years ago?
What's going on here? Is Shram from the past?
The ley lines.
All right,
the
Mr.
ley
Mitya,
lines.
you win this round. As far-fetched as it is, it appears that your theory may be correct.
I'm just as amazed as you are. I didn't even believe it myself, to be honest.
Is someone going to explain what's going on here?
From the look on your face, you figured it out too, haven't you, Traveler?
Wow. According to the theater's duty log, there seems to have been an extra person on the team. That person is the remnant of someone's memory in the ley lines. Curiosity at the surface, investigation report into the haunting.
That seems to be the case. Shram's the extra person, but there's no way of learning his identity from this clue. The theater's ley lines have been modified to block souls within its grounds from returning to them.
Yeah.
Some souls can even... Mr. Shram's statement proves he's from hundreds of years ago, and according to the investigation report on the theater hauntings, Mr.
He's the wandering soul haunting. One personality killer who hid in the theater, ordinary chica daughter. He's a soul.
For some unknown reason, the soul that has been wandering the theater due to the ley line issues has joined
because
our
of the
group
storm.
and blended in. Yeah, that must be the immediate reason why the ticket count doesn't match the number.
But so
of
that
people
means his
present.
ticket was checked 400 years ago. Death is near. In this case, death most likely refers to someone who died.
The
years
contents of
ago.
the investigation report have been verified. There are indeed ley line issues and wandering souls in the theater. Death likely symbolizes death is near. Huh. That...
Ugh.
Yeah, the logic is clear now. The investigation report said that there would be souls stuck wandering around the theater because the ley lines were cut off. Mr. Shram must be one such soul who died in the theater a long time ago. In which case, that also makes him our extra person. So when the note said death is near, it must have been referring to death as in the deceased. People who died a long time ago.
Someone who died a long time ago.
In short, there's a dead person among us. The extra person we've been searching for is a ghost from the past.
You mean I'm a ghost? No. Don't make jokes like that, my man. But even if I was dead, I know for a fact I didn't kill anyone these past
Yeah. Even if all that's true, the report also said the souls inside the theater can't affect reality, right?
Yeah. So he's not.
Then what if the problem, the ley lines have a powerful ability to attract and devour souls? Let's say that the ley lines are like a black hole, constantly seeking to engulf souls. But the souls that don't want to return are trying to avoid being sucked in.
Huh. Why does this analogy sound so familiar?
Because the black mist.
What happens when the black hole can't achieve its goal? I'm only speculating here, but what if it ended up swallowing innocent souls by mistake? Or intentionally taking other souls to compensate?
That could explain why we weren't able to determine a cause of death. If you're right, and their souls were devoured by the ley lines, it does make some sense.
It does seem to explain a lot of the things we couldn't make sense of. Does that mean it's true?
Except there's no concrete evidence. Media is relying on a lot of logical leaps.
Yes. Because none of this makes sense.
Seems like the best explanation we have under the circumstances.
All right, so how could Shram not know that he's dead?
He
Seems a little
died.
unlikely that he hasn't noticed anything unusual even after several days interacting with us.
On the contrary, it's perfectly normal for a soul to wander the theater for centuries without questioning their existence or reason for being there. It's simply what's natural for them.
He has no memories outside that.
You know what, Mr. Brainiac? I think you might actually... I'm trying to remember and... even though... I was the one who didn't want to remember my own death.
Well, I'm sure those are painful memories.
You died in
My
a
lady
theater.
and I snuck out to go on a date one day. We bought tickets for the theater. It wasn't really my thing, but I was just happy to be together.
Aww.
All of a sudden, a group of people burst into the theater, shouting for all the water imps to get out, performers and audience members included. It was clear the conflict between humans and Fae had reached a boiling point. This time, the extremists were even coming after the water imps who had nothing to do with the war. I thought I could pull one over on them, so I took off my jacket, draped it over my lady, and tried to sneak out amid the chaos. But I got caught. They started shouting, calling me a traitor to humanity.
And
But I
that's
was
how
going to
it
do whatever it
happened.
took to buy our chance to escape. No matter how many people stood in my way. I had to. Both as their bodyguard. And out of love.
And so the performance called your
all right,
soul
friend.
here.
You can
I'm
stop
guessing
there
that
if you want.
performance is one of those that happen.
You don't need to dig all
Because
that
it's been
up
passed through
again.
their family for generations.
Even now, I'm still struggling to accept the truth. If I'd known I was a dead man walking, I wouldn't have dragged you down with me. If I'm the cause of all this death, then punish me how...
But
I don't think
Mr.
you're...
Shrim.
What?
No. I refuse to be a burden. I know what I have to do. You said I've been wandering the theater for centuries. I guess it's high time I got a breath of fresh air. Out there, I mean. I'll leave this place.
Mr. Shram, I'm sure we can figure out a different course of action.
I don't
My
think
good sir,
you stepping out will help anything.
We both know I'm not supposed to be here. I should have accepted my death long ago. One way or another, this has to end. Unless you're saying this goes against another one of your military principles somehow.
No, I'm speaking on a personal level this time.
Let it go, man. Oh, wait. One last thing. Miss Water Imp. My lover. Her name was Litia. Litia Ozarova.
Ozarova. Oh, Auntie Ozarova. That's what...
I'm so glad she survived. And she had lots of kids? Good. That's... good. As long as she went on to be happy. That's all that matters. Besides, there's no need to see me off, my friends. I've enjoyed our time together.
I don't think him leaving will fix anything.
Take care.
I knew Mr. Shram was already dead, but...
Death is cruel, no matter how we might try to make sense of it.
So, was the conflict between Fae and humans really that bad back then? I was only little, so I don't remember much. It's terrible to think that so many innocent people had their lives turned upside down. Even the historical records about that time period don't say much about it. All people know is that the Tsaritsa founded the Fatui, drove out most of the Fae aristocracy without explanation, then used her terrifying power to suppress the humans.
It seems to me like the Tsaritsa chose to make herself the enemy. She downplayed the conflict, directing whatever animosity both sides had for each other at herself instead. That's also why, despite how brutal the conflict was at the time, there hasn't been much lingering tension between humans and Fae since. Things have been fairly harmonious for the past few centuries.
So, the Tsaritsa banished the Fae to protect the Fae living in the city? She offered herself up to be hated in exchange for peace.
Oh,
Maybe
wow.
it's not quite as bad as it sounds. I don't think Her Majesty is too concerned if mortals hate her or not. And besides, there are very few who truly
I just
do.
noticed that Valerie doesn't
All
look like he
this
has a
time,
human hand.
I had no idea.
His left
All
hand
right.
doesn't look
If Mitya's theory is
mortal.
correct, then I
Like
think we can
everything
consider this
from
matter
the
settled.
shoulder
Let's all take a
down
break.
looks mechanical. At first I thought it was just gauntlets, then I just noticed.
Ugh, if only this blasted storm wasn't still
Like, can we see Valerie? There you are. Yeah. Looking at his arm, you see how on his right hand, you can see the full length of his jacket. So unless he just cuts the jacket at the shoulder. Although the inside does look like cloth. So it is possible. But you know, with the whole band going around his left arm, it really does feel like he screws on the bottom half of his arm.
Even though Shram was already deceased, his decision to walk into the snowstorm was still a sacrifice.
And a brave
very
one.
brave one.
This is one of the few times I don't feel at all happy to have my theory proven true.
Okay. I'm not interested in looking at that picture. Where am I going? Return to your room and rest. We'll see. Alyosha, you're standing here by
At
yourself?
least the lingering regret that kept him here has been put to rest. That's not necessarily a bad thing.
What's with that?
Well, at least it seems like Mr. Shram stayed optimistic until the end.
The information he revealed, it's given me a lot to think about.
Is Odette waiting for us in our room? Oh yeah, the center of the stage. I think Odette is waiting for us in our room. Because she's the only one missing right now. Right? Yeah, Odette is not on the stage. And she's not in the audience. So either she's waiting for us in our room, or she returned to the dressing room. I think most likely she's in our room.
Looks like now we can just rest until the snowstorm I still can't believe Shram turned out to be a ghost who'd been in the theater for hundreds of years.
Because
To
it's so
think he
hard
was
to
dead
believe.
this whole time. What a strange turn of events.
Knock knock.
I expected to find you in here. So you're late.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
You know the door isn't closed, right? You don't have to knock.
Think of it as a signal then. When I'm entering someone else's room and I knock, I'm here. Thanks.
I'm here as Odette. If I don't knock, it's Lilac. Okay.
So, why did you come to find me? Is there something
If I
can
knock,
help with?
Odette.
Vodyanitsa
So a dead
said you
Nox.
knew about my secret identity from the start. But when everyone was discussing who Lelik could be, you were worried that revealing what you knew would be unfair to me, so you kept it to yourself. Yes, I'm extremely grateful for that.
It's nothing. I mean, you didn't hold what happened with Senora against me, so I should thank you for that as well.
You're
Actually,
welcome.
there's something else as well. I found myself in a situation similar to the one you were in when you helped conceal my identity. So I thought I'd come and ask you for advice.
Okay.
It's about Mitya. Before all of this, the last time I saw him, he was dead.
What?
As I'm sure you know, my goal as Lelik was to stop Project Stuja. Well, when I found out the tech lead for the experiment behind Project Stuja was Mitya, I immediately started planning to track him down and threaten him to back out. I often saw him around the theater, but I soon concluded that making my move there would risk exposing my identity. So I decided to infiltrate the Armory Palace and go directly to his lab. That way, the threat would be much more effective.
But if Mitya is dead, we've seen him outside the theater. That must be basically the most classified base in Genshin. If you manage to infiltrate it, you really have what it takes.
Well, I suppose there was a bit of luck involved. But I am a Fatus, so I already had some familiarity with the building's layout.
And considering she's next in line
made
to
it
be a
his
harbinger,
lab,
it would be.
Mitya seemed to be dead. I checked his breathing and his pulse. He had no vital signs whatsoever. I'm certain of that. I thought maybe
I'm
another
getting bored with
anti-Project
all of this
Stuja activist
dialogue
had beaten me
and
to
murder
it,
mystery.
and chosen a much more brutal method. So I made myself scarce.
That's why you were so on guard around Mitya that first night here.
Yes. When I saw him sitting in the audience during the performance, I could barely contain the shock. To me, it
This
was
is
a
sounding
miracle.
even more like a Fatui operation.
Somehow, he'd come back from the dead. But then, the murders started happening and things got so complicated that it wasn't really at the front of my mind. That is, until Mitya himself said there must be a dead person among us. Then I couldn't ignore it any longer.
And yet, you thought that bringing it up right away would single Mitya out. Just like when everyone was suspecting Lelik.
Exactly. I thought there could be something I was missing. Besides, we soon figured out that Mr. Schramm was a ghost. And we knew there was
So
only
there-
one extra person. So we thought he had to be the one.
But now it seems like there's another candidate. I understand why you kept it to yourself. There was so much information being thrown around during that discussion. Bringing up Mitya would have just introduced more confusion.
Yes.
So, what do you think
Because
we should do?
How could
Let me
Mitya be dead and
confirm one thing
Valeri
first.
didn't know?
When was it that you found Mitya dead?
Around a week ago. Sometime in the afternoon.
A week ago? That's earlier than I thought. I saw him just a few days ago at a restaurant. That definitely would have been after you found him dead. He seemed completely normal to me. Chatting with Vodyanitsa, trying to avoid Valeri.
Yeah.
So he was definitely alive on that
Unless
day.
he's got segments.
Well, all I can say is I know what I
We,
saw.
we know he's a
Here's
researcher.
a thought.
And he's
The
important
reason
enough
we even
that
suspected
he
a
has
dead
a whole
person could
guard.
be among us was because of the problem with
pause.
the theater's
Like-
ley lines.
Stop talking for a moment. The reason why... okay. He's important. Mitya is so important that there is someone constantly hunting him down and making sure he's, safe and doing his work. We have confirmed that. Now, if something was to happen to somebody who is of such high importance, don't you think there would be segments of him as 'Especially since we have already resolved that there was somebody in Snezhnaya who had the technology and capabilities of creating segments. And he was alive not too long ago. Literally, the fact that Meteor's focus is on energy is the only thing that's not linking him to Dottore in that aspect. We still haven't resolved what his scarf is. His scarf could be the primary source of the Dottore energy, but if Meteor did die, but is somehow still up and about kicking, segment. Him having a segment is the next option. Like, it fully adds up that he would have segments in that case.
But Mitya's death happened inside the Armory Palace. The ley line issue affecting the theater shouldn't reach that far.
You're right. I guess he doesn't fit the profile of the person we were searching for.
I think the chances of it being him are very low. Surely he can't have died for real in the Armory Palace.
Mm-hmm.
Unless what?
Unless he really did come back from the dead.
You're right. Do you think we need to disclose this to the others?
I don't think
What's
so.
this? A private meet and greet?
Mitya.
Where
You
do I line
continue
up?
to be the most suspicious person here.
That's not what's going on here.
Well, I was just making the rounds. Thought I'd try to lighten the mood a bit. Vodyanitsa's handing out food if you're hungry.
Oh, I can't even hear the snowstorm from here. How did you ever sleep through that, traveler? Outside, the snowstorm
What is going
continues to
on with this
rage.
storm? Could it be connected to that monster that just arrived?
I almost hope it is. Her Majesty the Tsaritsa left to vanquish that beast herself. We just need to wait for her triumphant return.
Do you think people still feel the cold after they die? I'm wondering about Shram. Oh, maybe we should have given him a coat before he went out there.
Death itself is cold, isn't it? I'm sure the storm will embrace him.
Well, I hope he has a safe journey. I'm going to miss him, I think. It's not like we can blame him for Rampana and Kulish's deaths. Thinking back on it, we barely made it out alive ourselves. Once we get out of here, how are we going to explain what happened to their families?
Tonya, you should not be making that sound. I fear the person who left me responsible for you.
Are you okay? Here, take this. I've never used it.
Wow.
Thanks. Look who's Mr. Nice Guy all of a sudden. Is it because Tonya stood up for you this morning? At least you know how to return a favor.
Yeah, without Tonya, who knows how badly he would have been hurt.
I told you already, I never intended to resort to violence.
Duh, bunch of rascals. Little girl? I was rather surprised when you spoke up for me this morning. I didn't think I had many admirers here, so, thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Oh, no
You're
need
welcome.
to thank me. I said some bad stuff about you too.
No, you
I've
said some
been,
correct stuff about
too
him.
embarrassed to admit it, but, you remind me a lot of my daughter. So kind to everyone, but never lets her old man off the hook, especially when she was little. Every time I took her out... All right, easy now. How long have you had that cough, Tonya?
I don't know. It's probably been a while.
You're starting
Are
to
you
not sound
taking anything
human
for it?
too.
Yeah.
Do we have 3 ghosts
I'll
in
be
our
fine once I see my brother. He's gonna pick some frost fairy flower leaves and brew a tonic for me.
I see.
We should probably discuss arrangements for tonight, now that the deceased has left our midst. However, Out of an abundance of caution,
Shouldn't we take shifts? I can take one if needed.
no need. I managed to get a nap in earlier, so I have plenty of energy right now. After all the tension of the past few days, everyone else should just focus on getting...
Why don't we have
One
any
day.
intention of speaking to
This whole
Valeri?
situation turned out to be way more complicated than I expected. But Valeri's right. I should just try to calm down and get some rest. The last thing I want is to get...
Guys, it's been 2 hours.
She's awake! Get over here, you big lug, and take...
If you must call me something, call me Mr. Door. The Black Mist is coming. You need to go.
Are you all right? Can you walk? We just got attacked by monsters on our way up. That Mr. Door,
Please
he
just
just seemed to
kill
come out of
everybody.
nowhere. Not much of a talker, but when it comes to taking down monsters... Curses! The Black Mist is catching up to us. We need to keep going.
I'm not happy.
Mr. Door, I don't believe I've ever seen you around here before. Why is that?
There's no need to try to get to know me. I'm just...
Wait, I can play as Valeri?
I have to find the door that belongs to...
Mr. Door! Monsters! Quick, get rid of them!
I can just push these ones off.
Oh no, I just summoned him.
We're lucky to have you here.
I wanted
Thanks
to
for
play
saving us
him.
earlier.
No need to thank
So
me.
he's a polar.
This is where my duty lies.
Ooh.
So we're doing this the hard way.
Electropolar.
Remarkable work, Mr. Door. If I had your muscles, I'd do the same. Are none of these doors the one you're looking for?
Nope.
No.
God, so is Valeria about to die? That would be chaotic.
Cryostorm! Come no closer. Fighting
That would be chaotic for the storyline if Valeria is dead.
Goodness! I'm so exhausted. And the Black Mist is still rising. Wait, look! There's more monsters down there. Are they coming from within the Black Mist? No, no! They're gaining on us. Quick, keep going, or...
At least he has so much self-preservation that this is not
What are you
ending.
doing? We need...
Found it. This is my door.
What?
I am a door. This is where my duty lies.
No! You saved us. We can't leave you...
You must keep going. A door can only keep things out for so long.
But...
Oh,
You're right. Let's go. We can't let Mr. Door's sacrifice be in vain. The Black Mist isn't moving anymore. Looks like both... Surely I wasn't so scared out of my mind that I hallucinated a door as a... Oh, okay, good. Getting sleepy? Well, looks like we're safe for now.
Valeria is dead? What are these
What
dreams?
time is it? Oh, I guess everyone's still asleep. These past 2 days have been exhausting. Valeri?
He's dead, isn't he? He looks as calm and composed as ever. Even now it seems as though there's no pattern he couldn't shoulder. Yet around him time seems to stand still, as if the gods in their mercy finally granted him a moment of respite.
Everyone!
Just like the last 2 nights. No clear cause of death. I've been a real thorn in your side, haven't I, Mr. Valeri? But for me, life will be all the duller for not having to run away from you, my friend.
How's Tonya?
I just checked on her, and it doesn't seem like anything serious. She's just exhausted from the past couple of days, and she's still recovering from her illness. We should let her sleep.
That means Valeri was the only one who died last night.
If Valeri was awake and keeping watch, it would have been impossible to kill him without waking everyone else up. That much is certain.
This is so frustrating. Why has nothing changed since yesterday?
Actually,
There's
one thing has
another
changed.
dead person.
There's only one victim this time.
Valeri died twice in a single night. Mr. Sham was one of the people who should have died. Valeri sacrificed himself to save someone else. Number of victims corresponds to a number of deceased.
After the deceased Shram left, there was one less victim last night.
Yeah.
It's a reasonable conclusion, considering the only variable that changed. Oh. The number of people who die each night is equivalent to the number of dead among us. That's your theory, right?
Exactly. We identified Mr. Shram, and the night after he left, the death toll dropped from 2 to 1. By that logic, there must be one more dead person left among us.
And according to Odette, it's you. I'm certain it's
Another
like
one?
Tonya now.
But there was
Because we
only
could
one
confirm
person
the whereabouts
unaccounted
of
for on the
everyone
ticket
else.
checks, right? The head count should match up now.
No, there's that guy who left to get blankets before
Having an
everything
extra
happened.
person was definitely a cause for alarm. But being one person short isn't nearly as unusual. Someone could have left in the middle of the show, or made it out before the storm hit.
One more dead person among us. If Mitya's theory is right, it's just, at the time, we had no reason to think there was more than one dead person. If only we'd taken it more seriously as a possibility.
I'm sorry. This is my fault. I had information that could have been helpful, but I held back. I should have brought it up right away.
I'm partly to blame as well. I was too quick to dismiss Odette's concerns.
What is this about? What have you two been getting up to behind my back?
Sounds like there's some big news you've been keeping from the
Is
rest
that
of us.
really how you
Well,
interact to this,
we're
my
all
dear?
ears.
Mitya, you're dead.
I'm the dead person? Wow.
Well, your scarf is finally alive.
That's certainly...
Odette and I talked about it yesterday, but we thought it just wasn't possible, so we left it at that.
Yeah, I don't blame you. If I'd been there, I probably would have reached the same conclusion. It just sounds too unbelievable. Let me just try and verify this. I just scoured my memories trying to think back to the afternoon Miss Odette mentioned. But I honestly have no recollection of dying. That's where I'm different than Mr. Shram.
Having seen Mr. Mitya a few days ago myself, I also find it hard to believe he could be the other dead person among us.
Yeah.
Well, if it isn't Mitya, then who? Do we vote on it?
If you don't mind me asking, Traveler, I believe you mentioned that you know Tonya's brother. Had you ever met her before all this?
No.
No, never. Wait, are you saying...
Tonya is the
Now,
dead
just
person.
1 minute. I know where this is going. You can't just randomly point a finger at anyone you want. You're
you
in the
let us
hot seat,
think?
and all of a sudden you want to divert our suspicions onto somebody else?
Trying to pick a fight, Mr. Chuganov? Whenever you open your mouth, all you do is attack people, and I've had enough of it. If you don't want to engage in a civil discussion, you can shut up.
You little brat!
The rest of us
Mitya
are
ask
having a
about Tonya because he
conversation.
suspects her? I suppose I only identified her by age and nothing else. Could that mean...
I'm just saying, you're going around casting suspicion on people for no reason. How could Tonya be dead? I can vouch for her, if nothing else. I've seen her before. She's the sister of that Harbinger, isn't she? The one called Child.
Yeah.
Oh, really? You're telling the truth.
Since being here, I don't think I ever mentioned she was Child's sister specifically. Does Chuganov actually know her?
If Chuganov can vouch for her, then it can't be Tonya either. In which case, it seems unlikely that there's another dead person among us at all. Miss Odette, could you go over that afternoon with me one more time, when you found me dead?
No problem.
Were you doing an experiment in blasphemy? Maybe all of this happened during his experiment in blasphemy.
No matter how hard I try,
I still
just
think this
can't
is all
remember
this
anything
samsara.
about dying. But I do remember something else. Miss Vojanitsa, during our last meal together, I told you how some of the researchers were suffering from temporary memory loss. Do you remember?
Oh, yeah. You said it was hindering the progress of your experiments. You thought they were just under too much stress or something.
Right.
Yeah.
And even though I don't remember dying that day, I'm pretty sure I experienced something like amnesia. Some of my memories from that afternoon are missing.
Are you suggesting you're missing the memory?
Of course. How am I only just realizing this? Humans aren't necessarily...
You mean being silently assassinated, or dying in your sleep? Situations like...
The researcher's amnesia. Suddenly it all makes sense. I must thank you, Odette. I think your perspective just helped me reach a breakthrough on a series of issues that have been troubling me for quite some time. All right. It's decided then. I'll be the one to leave today.
Oh, leave? Hey, wait a minute. Aren't you rushed?
Come on, kid. Aren't you gonna fight for your life? This seems like a...
I have
Didn't
other
we all
reasons
just
beyond
conclude
what's been
she's
discussed.
dead?
In fact, thinking back, I remember during Miss Odette's performance, while I was sitting in the audience stalls, a brilliant new idea for my research popped into my mind. But then, I can't remember it now at all, and I didn't take any notes. I guess that must be another instance of temporary amnesia.
No. Hold on. I see where you're going with this. You're suggesting that each instance of temporary amnesia is a death, right? There's a glaringly obvious flaw in that idea, no? How can one person die so many times?
I believe Miss Odette's account. During the period where my memory is blank, I must have been either dead or in a similar state. All it would take is for the same thing to happen in the theater, and I would come under the effect of the ley lines in this vicinity. This increases the likelihood of me being the deceased, does it not?
But...
There's no evidence to suggest that anyone other than me is a candidate for the deceased. So allow me, as a scientist, please relax everyone. I don't think things are as bad as they may seem. If I really am the deceased, then to leave the theater will be a relief for me. If, on the other hand, I'm still alive right now, well, apparently you've all witnessed my resurrection recently anyway. Who's to say I won't return from the dead again this time?
Oh my
Mitya's
gosh,
right.
Mitya.
This is the only thing we can try right now. I think he's deliberately downplaying the gravity of the situation, though.
We saw him on night one, so I
probably
continue to
doesn't wanna burden
suspect him.
everyone.
What is a scientist if not someone who gambles on experiment after experiment in an attempt to obtain the truth? With this snowstorm, the ley line phenomenon, ghosts of the dead, and my amnesia, we've been paralyzed by not knowing and powerless to do anything about it. It's a terrible feeling.
Guys, this is a 3-hour-long quest.
But if I do get resurrected, you can be sure that I'll come back with the truth of all this.
And your scarf is finally animate again, now that we've decided you're dead. As night falls, heavy silence. Where's Tonya? Yeah, she's here.
Poor Mr. Mitya. I didn't even get to see him one last time.
Maybe it's a good thing that you weren't there to see it.
I hate goodbyes. Why does it feel...
Maybe it's the realization that, at the end of life, everyone has to face it alone.
That comment makes me
Come
think
to
she
think of it,
is the deceased.
The main reason we're still alive right now is pure luck. Each morning here, you could take it a step further and say that the same is true outside too. Who can never be 100% sure when they drift off to sleep that they'll open their eyes again in the morning. If I make it out of here,
It's 1 a.m., so
I'm
this
going
is a
to
very
cherish
disturbing
every
quest to be
moment
doing
that
right
I'm
now.
Without regret, I feel like a strange sense of anxiety has been quietly growing inside me over the...
Mr. Door.
Are you okay? If something's bugging you, let's talk about it. There's only a few of us left here.
I have a travel companion named Paimon. Alosha and Odette have met her before. She's been feeling unwell recently.
You're worried about her, aren't you? That makes sense. We've been trapped in here for days.
To be honest, I used to feel like I was just a spectator in this world, watching everything. But with Paimon by my side, over time, I slowly felt my connection to this world growing stronger.
Aww.
She loves eating, sleeping, and over the last few days that we've been apart, I've often caught myself wondering. But by the time I snap out of it, I'm trying to overcome this sense of detachment, but...
I bet she misses you. I don't know if this will make you feel any better, but back when the water imps left Snezhnograd I could be surrounded by people, all smiling and having fun, and still feel completely Later on, I started to think, maybe accepting the fact that our loved ones won't always be with. All we can do is cherish their companionship from moment to moment. So, once we get out of here, you better hurry back to our side as fast as you can. You can't let your story end in regret. That's the trope I hate the most.
Thank you.
But Vodianitsa, if you hate goodbyes too...
That's just the choice I made. I used to regret it, but I don't anymore. Like I said before,
Who took care of you,
singing is a
considering
water
you were
imp's
such a
primary
baby?
mode of expression. It's how we convey our songs have echoed through this theater for hundreds of years. Each one a story pieced together through moments of joy and sorrow. But does a story exist without someone to read it? So I made the choice to stay. That way, there would still be someone left to sing these songs and listen to their...
Could you teach me how to understand your people's songs sometime? I want to be able to truly hear them, like Mr. Shram.
A fan after my own heart. Thank you, Tonya. How about I sing something for you?
Okay.
Please tell me it's a skippable cutscene. No, it is not. Also, let's start at the bottom of the stage. Is it skippable? No.
I've never heard that one before. I feel like I can hear a sense of longing somehow. I wonder why
Color me impressed, Tonya. You're a keen listener. Most people can only tell if a song is happy or sad. I didn't think you'd be able to pick up on such...
So, what's the song about then?
I've actually never performed this song in the theater before. Because it has more of a ceremonial... It means something like... May those we have lost watch over us, and follow this song back home in the night, so that we might be reunited once more.
No wonder I could hear that sense of longing. You sing it for loved ones who have passed away. I hope it...
It's getting late, Tonya, and you're not well. We should all turn in early.
Okay. But, before...
Of course! Anything for...
I feel like this is going to end with us and Tonya being the last two. And that's when we'll realize she's the deceased. Because at this moment, she's the most suspicious. Micha wasn't as suspicious as she is. Okay, Micha was suspicious when I thought it was murders. But now that we know that it's
Once
ghosts...
I get out of here, I definitely don't plan on ever coming back. But I guess that means I'll never get to hear Vodianitsa sing. Before I fall asleep, I should cherish...
Oh, wow. I'm tired of this. Okay, it's
Where
different.
It's so dark in here.
It's us today? What?
Return, O spirits. Fulfill your oath of protection. No time for questions. Quick, over here. Turn on the switch. We need to bring...
Well, it's changed.
Alright, we're safe. The spirit just now is called Night Prayer. The light subdues her, but she'll attack without a second thought in the dark. Sort of. I know it's hard, but you can't let this place go dark, or she'll kill you again. Yep. Luckily, I was here to resurrect you. Otherwise, that'd have been a real
Is that gonna be
bummer.
part of your kid? Resurrection? Like
Bit
Barbara?
more than a bummer, I'd say.
Sure I do. I'm your guardian spirit. I specialize in soul recall. Oh, it's nice to meet you, by the way.
Oh.
What?
Alright, there's no time to waste. The black mist is already catching up.
What?
We need to reach the next switch before the place gets too dark. If we bring the light back, Night Prayer won't be able to get to us. Sweet, sweet light! It's back! Shh! It's Night Prayer. We need to move quick, but don't let her notice you.
Wait, are we climbing up? Girl, I can't even tell where we're going.
Look out!
Wow.
The next switch is over there.
Guys, I hate this quest. Let it be known, I greatly dislike this quest. Let it be known that I greatly dislike this quest. I'm tired. You've had me trapped here for hours. Yeah, just...
No, Night Prayer is here too. This can't be the only path. Let's head up there and take a look.
Up where? Here? Up here? Okay, so I can't fly there.
The switch is just up ahead. Hurry!
How did she not sense us? She looks like Tonya. Well, the Tonya looking girl.
Gonna make it. Traveler!
Why don't we have any way to counter it?
Even though it's not... Dying is...
Great. You're back.
Yeah.
I want to get out of this theater. This seriously
Time
is
for you to get out of here.
a repeat
Before the
of
light...
the samsara thing that we
You're
were
not
stuck
coming
in
with me?
in
I can't.
Sumeru.
I've already been used up. A guardian spirit's skills are finite. I might not look any different, but my essence has been exhausted. I can go no further.
Why didn't you tell me?
Because it wouldn't have changed anything. That knowledge would have just burdened you. Go.
I guess that...
It's Tonya. It's Tonya. She's the only other suspect. Mitia was fine. So we killed Mitia.
This wasn't supposed to happen. You lied to us, didn't
Take a long, hard look at yourself before you go around accusing. I suspected you on day one, Lelik, and now look where we are. By some strange coincidence, you've never been targeted. You just happen to have survived this long? No, you should be the prime suspect. And you, little hunter, ever so content with staying on the sidelines. Yet, you were the one who stopped us from leaving from the start! Why are you trying to keep us here?
Now you're just lashing out indiscriminately. That's either a sign of anxiety or a guilty conscience. Where was all this passion and bravado before? Decided to fight until the bitter end. Is that it?
Is that a threat? Fine, bring it on. You think I'm afraid to die after all this? You want to kill me? Go ahead. I'd like to see you try.
After all the trauma of the past few days, everyone's been pushed to the breaking point. Valeria
That
and
thing
Nietzsche
that was
aren't here
chasing us in
anymore.
our dreams looked like
Someone
Tonya.
else needs to step, but first, I need to think this through. Of those who remain, the only person we've never met before is Tonya. People are easily misled by first impressions. Now that I think about it, Child's sister was in fact a label I imposed on her due to my own assumption, but Mr. Chuganov vouched for Tonya's identity yesterday, with basically...
Ask her to tell us a little bit about
how's
her brother.
Tusser been lately? Tusser? Your brother Ajax must have mentioned me in his letters home, right?
No. And my brother's name is Razik, not Ajax.
Oh, would you look at that?
Chuganov, looks like it's your turn to do some explaining. Yesterday you said...
I knew you were behind this, Chuganov. You've been lying. Everything about you is fake. Down to the wife and daughter you're always talking about.
They're not real?
Your entire family man persona is that night when I infiltrated your place as Lelik. I noticed you were home alone. Didn't think much of it at the time. Just thought, but thinking back on it now, that doesn't seem very likely.
Even that was a lie? But why...
Curses! Oh, why is there no end to this blasted snowstorm? If it would just stop! If it would just stop.
I think I remember now. I know how I ended up here. It feels like a distant memory. But at the same time, it's just like it was yesterday. The reason I'm always coughing is because I got sick with frostbite. The locals usually call it the snow cough. It's not a very common illness. It's partly genetic and partly caused by the cold climate, but it can be fatal. They sent me to the hospital as soon as they found out I had it. And I spent so long lying there in that hospital bed. After a while, I felt myself growing weaker and weaker. Nothing seemed to be working anymore. Neither the treatment that the doctors were giving me, nor the medicine my brother was brewing from frostberry
So we
flower
killed
leaves.
Mitia.
So one day,
does this
I
mean
told
we
my
killed
brother that I
Mitia?
wanted him to take me outside for once, so things could be like they used to, just for one day. I
And he
wanted
brought
meet
you to the
loads of
theater.
friends, experience new
And
things.
you died in the theater.
He agreed. He snuck me out of the hospital, and we escaped. We got to the theater, bought tickets, and went inside. Oh, it was all so exciting. I remember
I'll
the
stop
show
playing with the
very
mic.
clearly. It was amazing. But I found myself getting sleepier
And sleepier. And sleepier.
Tonya.
When I woke up, I couldn't find my brother anywhere, so I guessed he'd already left. But there's no way he'd leave me behind. So I decided to stay here and wait for him. At the time, I figured he'd probably gone to brew some more medicine for me. I was planning to chew him out for abandoning me when he got back.
Tonya, it sounds like by then you'd already...
Yeah, I know. I understand now. Dead, aren't I? This cough and the feeling weak, it's probably just my body's memory. After all of that, it turns out I can't blame my brother after all. I was the one who abandoned him.
So what's your actual
I'm
name?
sorry, everyone. I realized this much too late.
Your name probably isn't even Tonya, is it?
Well, when I was little, my brother and I read a storybook, and Tonya is the name. When we escaped from the hospital, our family in the so when you first approached me and said my brother had sent you, and called me Tonya, I thought he must have chosen a fake name that only the two of us would know. Because he would...
Oh, damn.
No. It seems like that was just wishful thinking.
At least your memory of death isn't painful. That is a small comfort. Now it's your turn, Chuganov. Talk to us. I believe no lie is ever told without a reason.
You're right. I was lying. I happen to know that the Harbinger child and his sister Tonya managed to get tickets, so I lied to you and pretended I knew them. And yes, the truth of the matter is, I lost them a long time ago. My daughter's name was Iskra. And before you ask, yes, Iskra, she also died from the snow cough. She was just 6 years old.
Oh.
If she were still alive today, she'd be around the same age as little Tonya here. After Iskra passed, my wife couldn't bear to face those memories either. One day when I came home from work and saw the empty room, I soon discovered that this was the only thing that made me feel any better.
Nothing more than a pathetic means of escapism, I know. But at least it's not a crime. So explain your false...
The night before last, when I was chatting with Tonya, she mentioned that her brother would brew combined with her various symptoms. I suddenly understood everything. Include the snow cough used to be an incurable illness. I would pick frost fairy flower leaves to brew medicine for Iskra too. It took out, but the year after my daughter passed away, the jester of the Fatui announced that a cure for frost blight, also known as the snow cough, it turned out that all previous treatments were completely ineffective. No better than random concoctions. That was the final straw for me. I just couldn't take it anymore. Just one. So, more than anyone, I know full well that in this day and age, no one in their right mind would still be using frost flower leaves to brew medicine for the snow cough.
And you didn't say anything?
Miss Tonya, therefore, had to have been from an era when snow cough was still a terminal illness.
So, you projected your daughter onto her? Even though you knew she was one of the dead?
That doesn't make any sense. You knew she was already dead.
I just don't believe in your... How can you just declare a living person dead and throw... Nitia's gone. My good buddy Shram's gone. And now the others I can make my peace with. But little Miss Tonya, here she is, standing right in front of... I just want her to live. Once this snowstorm is over, the very moment it stops, I'm going to march out that door and find someone who can fetch the very best medicine for... I'll be damned if I'm gonna let you cast her out into the snowstorm. Not again! Not this time!
You can go with her.
No, when the cure is right within our grasp.
It's been 3 hours of this
I'd
quest.
never be able to forgive myself.
I'm irritated.
Mr. Chuganov, stop.
You can
By the
both
sounds
go.
of it, I really liked Mr. Valeri. I'm not happy about that. The reality is, you've been
No!
This now just
Listen
raised
to me.
Where's
I
Misha?
want
Is
to
Misha
save
actually
you.
gone?
I do.
Well, at this point, I'm quite sure that I'm dead. Despite all the bad things that kept happening, I I got to meet so many since the day I escaped that hospital until now. This has been an adventure I never even... I'm very fond of you all. If it were only possible, I'd trade my soul to bring back the ones who died. And that's why I'm not fond of you at all, Mr. Chuganov. It's them that you owe an apology to, sir.
Hi.
I suppose this is it. It's time for
Please tell
You're
me it's
leaving
over.
already? It's still...
No, my name is Patoshka. It was nice meeting you all.
Feels strange that we're only being properly introduced.
Tashka?
What are you doing, Chuganov? Are you crazy?
Let me leave.
In your dreams. The Fatui have honed quite an array of enhanced interrogation techniques since they were founded. Once we're out of here,
Wow. Does any...
I think we should leave. I doubt this snowstorm is ever going to stop. For all we know, this storm might have destroyed all of...
Wait. We finally solved the mystery of the haunted theater today. Maybe let's at least try...
Fair enough. I don't particularly feel like dying in Shuganov's company anyway.
And yet you won't let me die first.
Hey, Shuganov, on a serious note, if we do make it out of here, you should close down...
Is this really the time to be discussing my... All right, fine.
Am I hearing things? There it is again. But I don't understand. The snowstorm hasn't...
Should we open the door?
Of course.
Is this it? If the last few days are anything to go... Whatever lies beyond that door at this moment, it could be something even more terrifying.
I say open the door. Let's open the door. Let's go open the door. It's been 3 hours of this murder mystery. Things don't make sense. Hello, Mr. Mitya. You survived the night. And the day.
Hey, everyone.
How are you doing?
Much better, thanks. Whew, it is so good to have you guys. Let me see. Tonya Vodyanitsa died last night. And then you...
Not Tonya.
First, tell us how you made it back here. Given the conditions...
You're right. The thing that got me back safely was...
A
song.
Ooh.
I heard someone singing. After walking into the snowstorm, my mind grew hazy. I don't know how long I walked through the storm before my mind completely slipped away.
Shouldn't it be a straight walk down that bridge?
I heard the sound of singing. The voice instantly brought me back to my senses, and I regained consciousness. So I followed the voice, searching for the source of the singing. I searched and searched, until finally, just a few moments...
I've actually never performed this song in the theater before. Because it has more of a ceremonial purpose, it means something like... May those we have lost watch over us.
That must have been Vodyanitsa's Requiem.
That song is meant to guide the souls of the dead.
Huh. No kidding. Huh, seemed like I guessed right then. This is what I've been so desperate to tell you. When I first stepped out of the theater, I was still quite lucid. My memory of it is still pretty intact. I remember the outside world being completely different than what I'd expected. It was like this was a world where only the snowstorm existed. There wasn't a trace of any humans or buildings ever having been there.
Guys,
I don't know how else to describe it, except to say that it just didn't seem like the real world. And as for the Requiem, if I was guided here by Vodyanitsa's song, it can only mean that I must already be dead. And this is my soul, not my... But I didn't experience a clear moment of death while I was out there. Nor do I feel any different now than before I walked into the snowstorm.
You don't seem any different to me either. In fact, this is something I've been wondering about for a while now. If souls aren't physical, shouldn't they lack tangible form? Both
And
Shram
here
and
you are.
Patoshka were clearly deceased, and yet their souls didn't look or feel like ghosts at all. They were visible, tangible,
No,
different than you or me.
This raises a truly terrible thought.
What Micha is trying to tell us. 1. Everyone in the theater had been dead all along. 2. We're inside a dream. 3. Micha's back to life once again. 4. We can leave this place now.
Nitya's soul was summoned back by the Requiem, confirming that he is indeed already dead. And yet, he looks no different from us. Of course, if even the long deceased like Mr. Shram can blend in with us undetected, then maybe we've all been dead from the very start. And all of us are now souls wandering the theater.
Every single one of us. Gone.
Yes. I think...
What did you say?
You heard me. We died in the theater. All of us did. But due to an obstruction in the theater's ley lines, our souls are trapped here, while an endless, infinite snowstorm rages outside. It's ironic, really. All that time, we were working so hard to figure out who the deceased among us were, when the truth was, we were all deceased. The only difference being some of us died more recently than others. Do you remember that note, "Death is near"? See, death was nearer than we wanted to think all along. The note simply meant that...
So all our attempts to survive, our search for the deceased...
Hard to say. At the very least, we helped 2 lost souls find clarity and go to where they belong. The presence of those 2 is probably what caused our souls to be drawn in by the ley lines. In which case, the deaths we've awoken to over the past few days were just souls returning to the ley lines for good.
If what you're saying is true, doesn't that make us the lost soul? Huh, no wonder. This afternoon, when I was moving Vodyanitsa's body, I noticed that the other bodies in the room hadn't decayed one bit after...
That's further proof that those aren't physical bodies at all, but merely our
Am I... No. That...
I still find it hard to believe that all of us are dead. How it...
Exactly. It's hard to rest in peace when you don't even know how you died. It gave me lots to think about as I strode out into this. I racked my brains trying to remember the cause of my death.
This quest is too long.
The exact moment I died. The root of all of this. Right up until my Wait. Hold on. Right before I lost consciousness, I think I saw something. I can't remember. And I think I lost my notebook.
Mitya, your hand.
Huh? You're right. There's blood on the fingertips of my right hand. Looks like it's already dried. When did that happen? What the?
Renova.
I guess this was what I saw. I must have desperately drawn it in my own blood right before losing consciousness. What's wrong?
Renova.
Do you recognize?
It's... Renova. The ruler of death.
Huh?
Alosha, do you still remember that Snezhnayan folktale you told me about? It was about the Grim Reaper. When someone's about to die, he appears as an incarnation, and as soon as you recognize his face, your life is over.
I heard a similar tale when I was little. You think the Grim...
That's right. In which case, death is near.
Death, the deceased, and the Grim Reaper? So it's a triple entendre? When I first saw this note, I thought it contradicted the investigation report. But now it seems like that was the whole intention.
So the Grim Reaper deliberately misled us. Then, we started suspecting each other and searched for the deceit.
By that logic, the one person most likely to be the Grim Reaper and...
Micha, who helped us figure this out? Damn, that's creepy.
No doubt about it. It's Alosha. Looking back at how everyone has acted over the past few days, Alosha is most likely the Grim Reaper lurking among us.
He has done nothing. He's done nothing to help, and he's done nothing against us.
Is it you, Alosha? You were the first to discover the investigation report, and you had plenty of time to slip the note inside to—
So? Surely you can't suspect me based on that alone. What if someone else found the investigation report first?
I suspect you because you're the one who's been going out to investigate the storm.
There's no denying it. The note could easily have been slipped in much earlier than it was discovered.
That's not all. I've also noticed that, although on the surface, Valeri, Mitya, and sometimes I were the ones taking charge of the situation. Looking back now, even though you didn't say much,
What do you mean?
you were the one who emphasized how dangerous it was outside and insisted we all stay here. It was also you who suggested that we all sleep in the same place. And earlier today, you tried to convince Patoshka to stay. I don't understand why, but it—
So, you didn't understand my intentions, and now you're assuming the worst. Seems pretty unreasonable if you ask me.
He still won't admit it? Fine. Let's see how he responds to the most damning evidence of all.
You're the one
The
who's
biggest
been
question
checking the
I have right
snowstorms.
now is, if the Grim Reaper is impersonating Alosha, then where's the real Alosha? When did they switch?
One of the times when he went out. Option 1, after the performance while investigating the snowstorm, I think so. First night we spent in the theater, I doubt it. When we discovered the report, knew when Micha returned. Option 1.
That's right. This right at the start, before any victims had even emerged. Alosha was switched with the ruler of death while everyone's guard was still down.
Renova, why are you doing this to me? It's 2 in the morning. I just want to
When
go to
all
bed.
this began, right after the performance ended and the snowstorm began to pick up, no one suspected anything unusual. We just assumed we were snowed in. It wasn't until we discovered the bodies the morning after that we realized something out of the ordinary was going on. But it's clear now that the oddities actually started earlier than that, when Dimov walked into the snowstorm and never came back.
Right. So Mr. Dimov was the first victim, not Sobolova and Torgov.
And if we pinpoint that moment as the beginning of this incident, then one thing becomes clear. Alosha, you are the only person who walked into the snowstorm and came back without the help of Vojanitsa's Requiem.
More precisely, Alosha never came back at all. The one who came back was the Grim Reaper.
It has all made sense.
Not bad.
Let's end.
Well, since you've backed me into a corner, I suppose there's no
Ooh, I
point in
like that
keeping up the
palette.
act anymore.
Alosha?
No,
You're
honey.
the Grim Reaper?
I am no
Renova.
such tired cliché. Mortals should address me as the ruler of death.
Wow, I fucking suspected it when we saw that staircase.
Before being wiped out for good, you identified the 2 deceased, and even sensed my presence. A commendable achievement. Far beyond what I expected.
You're welcome.
I heard you can ferry souls. Those deaths each night.
Your initial conclusion was correct. Due to the existence of the 2 deceased, the ley lines yearned to reclaim those long-lost souls. Every night they devoured an equal number of souls to fill the void. This required no intervention from me. Though of course, ferrying souls is indeed my authority. Here, take a look.
What?
What are you doing?
That takes care of today's 2. Don't get so worked up. You are already dead, and your souls must return to the ley lines.
I know we're already dead. You murdered a—
Murdered? No. Murder is when mortals usurp my authority. Death is my jurisdiction. If I require someone to die, I need not resort to such laborious methods as murder. You simply met the criteria to trigger my curse of death.
I know about the curse of immortality. So there's another death-related curse too? You cursed us? When?
So often, humans pray to me. begging to know when their death will come and what form it will take. But few people ask why. If you must have an answer, know that death comes simply because one's time has come.
Oh.
So you're not gonna tell us the truth?
Hold your tongue. By all rights, you shouldn't even be allowed to speak with me. Those angels from the past are to blame for the reckless renovation of the ley lines here. It's made my work on this occasion infuriatingly complicated.
Work? So trapping us here, making us watch our friends die, that's just another day at work for you?
You clearly have a
kinda.
lot of questions. Fine. As a reward for your remarkable accomplishments over the past few days, I shall answer a few of your inquiries, provided they aren't too unreasonable. After the physical body dies, the soul must return to the ley lines for that person's death to be considered complete. My work encompasses the entire process of death, including, naturally, the guiding of souls into the ley lines, with which you are now so familiar. You must also be rather familiar with Natlan's Night Kingdom, I presume?
Yeah.
It was I who supported the creation of the Night Kingdom. It provided a convenient means of guiding the souls of Natlan. Here, too, the ley lines connected to the theater underwent some modifications. The angels hoped to make them capable of accommodating the souls of some special creations. But this actually hindered their ability to accept ordinary souls to some degree.
So what are the
This
special
effect
creations?
manifested itself after you died from the curse in the theater, leaving you stranded in the afterlife, unable to achieve a complete death. But if souls who die from the curse of death fail to return to the ley lines within a short window of time, they will miss their chance for good. Then, they will remain forever suspended between life and death, no longer subject to the authorities of either.
So if you don't resolve this matter soon, and see all our souls return to the ley lines before long, we'll escape your control.
Mitya is sharp. This must be what Renova was worried might happen, and the reason she got involved to begin with. But if you have the authority to guide souls, why didn't you just show yourself and get it over with? Why?
You seek to understand the mind of a god. This is a theater, and I decided I wanted to watch a show about death. That's why I encouraged you to take the events to the stage. I found myself getting quite immersed. I suppose the entertainment you provided makes up for all the trouble you've caused me by being so defiant in the face of death. There. Are you happy with my answer?
Can't say I am.
Really? But it fits the stereotypes you humans have about gods.
Just moments ago, you were complaining about how infuriatingly complicated your work here is. Work is work, I get it. There are times when it's a huge pain, but you just have to get it done.
That's a rather unique perspective for a human. You are in fact correct. There is a pain point in that due to the obstruction in the theater's ley lines. There is a hard limit on the number of souls they can receive each day, making it impossible for me to ferry
Wow,
all
so you
your
literally
souls
can't get rid of
revealing
all of
my
us.
identity too
So I can't
soon
get rid of
would
us until
inevitably have
tomorrow.
led to futile resistance. And there was a risk that any souls who chose to run would disappear. Then there was the issue of the 2 lost souls you called the deceased. The way you resolved that quandary was all part of my design.
That's what I don't understand. If all of us were souls of the dead, what made...
For centuries, they have refused to return to the ley lines, exploiting the issues created by the angel civilization to resist being drawn in.
Oh, I see. So I had to make them want to return.
Centuries of obsession accumulated during this process. You may think of this obsession as the resentment of the dead, and in this quantity, it was a bomb that could have detonated at any moment. It reached the point where I could not afford to leave it unchecked. But the only way to fix it was to help them acknowledge their own deaths, make peace with their regrets, and willingly walk into the snowstorm. Only then, with my guidance, could they finally return to the ley lines. Otherwise, you would not like to know what the consequences would have been.
I vaguely remember seeing Patashka, but in the most terrifying form. Was that in a dream? Is that what would have become of her if she hadn't returned to the
I see your dreams brought you many revelations. So you see, death in fact grants wisdom to mortals. Souls connect to all things in the world and see the chain of cause and effect between them. Anyway, giving psychological counseling to lost, that is more of an angel's role. It was something I could not resolve directly using my authority, so I decided it. Meanwhile, of course, their presence caused the souls of other members of your party to return to the ley lines each night. From where I stand, that was killing two birds, as both issues slowly resolved one another without me having to lift a finger. All I had to do was stay close by and keep the situation under control. Then use my authority to wrap things up at the end. And, of course, while I was at it, I thoroughly enjoyed watching this drama, dealing with death from a mortal perspective, play out on the stage.
Oh wow.
Sounds like you had it all figured out, Grim Reaper.
That was all a
I
sick
just did the
plan.
math. You said there's a hard limit to the number of souls the ley lines here can receive each day. It's 2, isn't it?
Oh. I kinda
Not
wanted
much
to
is
take
obvious,
a screenshot.
even to a fool.
Yeah, I want a screenshot of the Dark Alosha. Why can't I screenshot? You were working earlier. Yeah, still can't. Ugh.
It's time to review this whole affair. If the ley lines can only take in 2 people...
What do you mean you need to go over the death? She's been killing 2 people a day. It kind of makes sense. That is the hard limit.
Looking back now, none of us had the faintest idea at the time. From the moment the staff member named Dimov walked into the snowstorm, the incident had already begun.
Yeah. Where's Dimov? Replaced by Renova.
Alosha was the second to walk into the snowstorm after Dimov to investigate. During
And those
this
are the day
process,
2?
the ruler of death... During our first night in the theater, everyone was caught up in the novelty of it all. No one could have expected there would be victims the very next morning. Despite all the confusion, and with the help of hindsight, we finally
I'm
began to
irritated.
realize
We've
that
already
something
discussed
was
all of this
amiss
and
with the snowstorm.
concluded what happened. So why do we now need to go through this?
The ley lines devoured Torgot.
Yeah.
Odette and I spoke a lot that night. 3 people were on watch, but in the morning, we discovered that someone had fallen victim all the same. The deaths of coolish and unexplainable phenomena. Later,
Oh, you
we discovered
come
that there
on.
seemed to be an extra person among us, and subsequently discovered the existence of the deceased.
Yep.
Mr. Schramm realized he...
Guys, we seriously just went through all this. We don't... He kinda is. Ugh.
No. We thought it was all over. A lot happened today.
Oh yeah, Valerie disappeared before Micha went.
The fact that there was more than one deceased seemed to bring us back to square one.
So that made 2.
Odette revealed some information she had been keeping to herself. Although Mitya did indeed walk into the snowstorm that day, he returned from the ley lines with the help of Vodyanitsa. The void in the ley lines hasn't been filled. So,
Eesh.
Vodyanitsa was swallowed by the ley.
Guys, we literally just went through all this.
As it happened, Patashka filled the void left by Micha's return from the ley lines by walking. The girl I thought was Child's sister. Come to think of it, Patashka was about to walk into the snow, and Renova, unaware that Micha would return, was concerned that her soul would overflow from the ley lines. Looking back, I suppose no one could have expected anyone who walked into the snowstorm to return. But just after nightfall, Micha returned, bringing crucial information with him. Various truths began to surface, including that all of us were already dead, and that the ruler of death was here among us. Then, after revealing her true form, Renova callously claimed 2 souls. In fact, everyone was already dead by the time we took the photo. And in the days since, we've experienced now. Only Mitya and I remain. That covers everything.
Your work isn't finished here yet, is it?
What
The
if this is
Traveler and I
connected
are
to the
still
Archon
standing
quest?
here, safe and sound.
The
We wait
water
for
imp
that.
song threw things off a little, but it is of no consequence. The ley lines have already anchored your soul, and the first ray of light tomorrow morning will take you back. I, meanwhile, need to review my attitude towards the water imp race.
So the reunion in the night that Vodyanitsa mentioned, I suppose that was never meant to be a permanent reunion.
That just leaves you, Traveler. My power only allows me to temporarily separate your soul from your body. The ley lines of Tevat would not accept you.
Because I'm
and
not
your
of
soul is
Tevat.
firmly anchored to your body by your whip for a descender like you, who is not bound by Tevat's rules. Your death can only be brought through the most violent of means, such as directly destroying either your body or soul. I have no interest in involving myself with Descenders. For now. Although, this may change if Asmodee remains missing, or you insist on interfering with our affairs.
One last question then. All our struggles and sacrifices here, they were meaningless from the very beginning, weren't they?
Death abides no reason. Besides, what you call sacrifice is merely a concept created by humanity. To me, it is nothing more than a self-indulgent charade in the face of death. Mere mortals fantasizing that their actions could reclaim something from my grasp. A truly laughable idea.
Grim Reaper, you really know how to get on my nerves.
Same.
I'm not here to ingratiate myself with you. I kill, merely because your deaths are necessary.
Oh, you've made that quite clear. But humans don't take well to being scorned. Not even by the gods.
Oh, so she can use his abilities. That's so... I hope Mija's fighting don't look this cool in game. Electro Catalyst. He plays like Syndra. None of this explains this one.
This is futile. You must know that you are powerless against me in my own domain. I suggest that you save your strength.
For what? Maybe we can't change anything. But if nothing else, we can at least teach you to have some respect for the dead.
Audacious.
And he has a shield? Ooh. Like a paper doll. Now what? And here I thought about the entire boss fight, thank god. So everyone is still alive? She returned their souls? Doesn't even remember anything. How much time has passed in the real world? Because I believe they locked the theater doors for performance, but we were stuck in that samsara world. Is it done? It's done. I think it's finally over. Please tell me it's freaking over. I'm tired of being in this theater.
How are you holding up?
What?
How much do you...
What do you mean? Is the performance over?
Has Odette...
Ask Mitya.
Mitya?
Hmm? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I remember now, comrade. Looks like we guessed right. Just like me when Odette found me at the Armory Palace. For some reason, everyone killed by the Ruler of Death eventually came back to life, just with one catch. They forgot what happened while they were dead.
Odette and the others have already forgotten everything. Why were you able to...
Could this be the reason? You said this is the Ruler of Death's symbol, right?
I don't see anything there.
You don't? Huh. Okay, I guess that makes sense. I carved this into my hand in the afterlife, so it's not visible in the physical world. Does that mean I carved this symbol into my soul? What an unsettling thought. Still, at least I get to remember what happened. I suppose it's a blessing in disguise. What about you, though? The Ruler of Death mentioned that you're a...
A full explanation would get complicated very quickly, but...
Well then, now that it's all over, let's figure out what we've learned. The first thing I notice is that everything here is precisely as we left it, right before our deaths. This confirms...
They say that right before death, time slows down and your...
That must be how you know you have one foot in the afterlife by that point. Anyway, clearly the few days we spent in the afterlife probably only amounted to a few short minutes in the real world. This also aligns with previous reports of widespread temporary memory loss among the Armory Palace personnel. Now it seems likely that those were all brief deaths caused by the Grim Reaper's so-called Curse of Death.
So now what
to
is
those unaware
causing
of the
Curse of
truth,
Death?
dying and coming
Are we
back
all
to life
Quarians?
must feel similar to a short bout of catatonia. This leaves me with a couple big questions. What are the conditions that trigger this so-called Curse of Death? And why are we resurrected after we die?
If nothing else, I think it shows that killing us wasn't her ultimate goal. We still don't know her true reasons
during
for
the dev
subjecting us
drop,
to
they
death.
did confirm that the Sarita
This
is the
time
mother
only
of
got
all
complicated
Quarians.
because of the situation with
The
the theater's
Quarians
ley
are under
lines.
the curse of immortality.
That's why she had to approach it differently.
But she's also
If the previous incidents of
cryo-archon.
amnesia
So are
among
the
the
people of
researchers are anything
Shinjaya
to
under
go
the curse
by,
of death?
killing us is usually a pretty routine matter.
Is that her punishment?
Come to think
Some of her people are cursed with immortality, the others are
something
cursed with
down
death.
before I died? I can't remember what it was, but I think it was... sorry, Traveler. I'll catch up with you again later.
Ma'am, if I may, no one of your description has ever shown up in my investigations, and yet You two seem very familiar with each. And by the way, have we ever crossed paths? Forgive.
I can explain everything. Could you help me?
Wow. You recount the tale of what happened, everyone is lost in thought. Draws it close and we leave. We leave. Can I finally leave? I am the real hostage of this. Cause it's
so Shuganov really is going to shut down the
hours.
factory. I guess this theater incident actually did us some good. So, you said I promised to take you to the Armory Palace while we were in the afterlife, yes? I believe agreed. Let's check in on her first. The whole reason for our trip to the Armory Palace anyway is to figure out what's going on with her health.
I'm freaking done with this. I never want to see this theater again. If, like, what? A 3.5-hour special domain quest, unprompted. Dude, I need to figure out how to get these things out of my world. But yeah, 3.5 hours. I need to do some form of... Yeah, sure. I hope somebody uses this. Because I need to do some form of quest. Let's... Alyosha, do you use these? Yes, he does. Great. I need to do some form of resin before I leave. Since this ended up being so long. Oh, I'm not doing this wholeheartedly. Sure. Yeah, start. Because... that pissed me off so much. That entire quest line just pissed me off so much.
The story has only just begun!
Ready or not.
A moment, please.
Still get a little chilly.
Damn, I didn't face the right direction for that.
Gotcha.
Kyogo was supposed to jump in with the doggy.
Away now.
Shit. One down.
I need to learn how to aim his ult better. Hi, daijoubu desho? Na 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 na.
I will have order.
Prey spotted.
Thunder! A moment, please. Stay cool and face your guilt. Gather. Stay away from me! Let's begin. Here, boy!
Okay, so Tagarin literally pushes people out of the circle. So that's part of the problem.
Solidify!
Gotcha.
Way now. Have a safe trip. It's dog eat dog.
Can I make you come here?
Let's begin.
I mean, at least it has a decent uptime, because yeah.
Stabilize. A moment, please.
Only I'll show my little ruler of death. Because what even was that entire quest line? It probably has a lot of relevance to whatever Shiramaya's story is, but I seriously just do not appreciate having been stranded in there for 3 hours unprompted.
Stay cool and face your captor.
Like 3 hours, one quest. That's not even the entire Archon quest. There's still more to do as part of this part of the Archon quest. Seriously? I'm finishing my dailies and then going to my room to say goodnight to Paimon and going to actual bed. Cause it's 2 in the morning. It's like, what were the devs thinking when they made that quest? Why am I still at 125? How much resin have I spent? Yeah, I've only spent 120. Okay, last round.
Here, boy. Way now. Have a safe trip. I will have order. Solidify. Let's begin.
Okay, we're done. I'm done for today. I'm so done. Mentally, physically, I'm done with this. Anda, go over here. I still need to go see Miss Catherine. Hey, Katarina.
Ad Astra Abyss. Thank you for complete.
Katarina, I feel
Ad Astra.
Yeah, so you are... Chances still exist for you to be Odette. You're just... Lilac version of Odette?
Uncle, aren't you cold?
Although you have different eyes. Let's go. It's time for bed, Paimon. Oh.
I'm finally back. Even though a long time has passed from my perspective, as far as Paimon's concerned, I should keep my emotions in check when I see—
Wait!
The atmosphere here feels off. Shh. Stay quiet.
Have we still not been able to notify Child yet? We need new orders. What if...
What happened?
I'm so sorry.
Oh.
Under the circumstances, there was really nothing we could do.
Tell me!
It was the Jester. He came. He's the director of the Fatui. His authority supersedes all others and cannot be questioned.
Okay, at least it was...
There was
at
nothing
least it was
we could
Piero.
do.
I thought she just disappeared and I was like, please don't tell me it's Renova.
How long ago did he leave? And what was Paimon's...
It was about an hour ago. Miss Paimon was fast asleep at the time. The Jester simply walked off with her as if it was only natural.
Do you know where they went?
The Armory Palace, most likely. Lord Piero, the Jester, has been overseeing the experiments there lately, keeping a close eye on their progress. Everyone in the Fatui is hurt. I'm surprised he came in person. Whatever his reason for taking Paimon, he'll most likely return to the Armory Palace first, which is exactly where we were headed anyway.
He seemed to know her when we met at the beginning.
Then lead the way, Odette.
Okay, let's go.
I'm not going anywhere. No. 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 No.
It's just up
no.
ahead.
No, I'll go alone. You know I'm planning to force my way in.
I was hardly planning on taking you through the official channels I may be a Fatus. Paimon's safety is Let's go.
There is time to hesitate. I'm done with this. You just put me through a 3-hour quest. I don't care. It's been 3.5 hours. You just threw me into a 3-hour quest line. And if you think I'm immediately just following you into another quest like that, you'll be damned. Oh. Nah. I'm going back to that hotel room and I'm going to sleep. I could have chosen Catherine as my standby point because she's my default standby point. But since I have a room, I choose my room. Right. I leave Alyosha. Eat some cake, my baby boy. Okay, current events I claimed. And this was day 1, 2, 3, 4, 75 of like what? Waltz of Love and Regret. Watch your child performance of Spirit Seeker. Beyond the Loop, witness Meteor step into the storm. 3 Tests of Fate. Survive the afterlife. It's Arlecchino's birthday! Wow. How fitting that I am now dealing with the ruler of death and it's Arlecchino's birthday. Anyways. Dudes and dudettes. It is 2:15 in the morning. I have been streaming for 3.5 hours against my will. Well, I would have been streaming willingly if it wasn't turned into a 3-hour murder mystery. I did not appreciate being locked in one quest for 3 hours. My mind is fried, especially since I already had a long day, and it was discussing such a heavy topic in that quest. I'm going to bed. I will see y'all. If I'm able to stream later today, I will see y'all. Maybe we'll stream some TFT. I would like to stream some TFT today. Yeah.